Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Don.
Sometimes fraud gives you movement. It sounded like it moved.
Hahn.
You heard a squish?
And Rosenberg.
Shake gently to assure complete activation. Hello.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
3 o'clock at the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. We got a full frontal vehicle today.
You don't know that.
4 straight hours of the three of us and you right here on ESPN New York. Looking forward to it. How are you? Good weekend?
Yes. I mean, exhale Saturday, obviously.
Yeah, you
Panic City was calmed for the moment. And the draft, I think if you're a Jets or a Giants fan, you come away from the draft feeling pretty good about the haul that you got and an offseason that's setting up.
Yeah.
And so you got that going for you, which is nice. And, you know, look, the Yankees weren't going to win every game. So
no.
You take an L, one. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine, but they're taking care of business. Rivals.
Stanton's hurt. I don't know, like, it's like water is wet.
You know what? Get it out of the way.
Sucks.
Get it out of the way, right?
I feel bad for him because he was playing well, and he was. It's killing him, but that happens, whatever. But how the Mets doing, by the way?
That's that. I don't. The way you said it wasn't nice.
I didn't have a chance.
It wasn't nice.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. From the it's early crowd and the whole. Well, this is the homestand where they're going to turn it around. Look at who they're playing. They're playing the Twins. They take 2 out of 3. They win 2 in a row.
We're in business.
We're turning it around.
Here
it
go.
Comes.
Go time.
And then you get swept like an animal against the Colorado Rockies. Now the Rockies aren't as bad as they were last year.
No.
When they were on
but
the way
Andres
to losing
Galarraga isn't walking through that door.
Right.
Well,
Can you do a strange pull? Colorado
I was going to
Dante
say
Bichette is not walking through the door.
Bichette. No, but Bo is.
Yeah. Dante's not. No Galarraga.
But and
Bo walked through the door though, and he wants to walk back out.
Yeah. He walked in and went, whoops, I didn't mean to walk in here.
He went out to the on-deck circle, turned around, saw Mr. Met doing a handstand, and dancers on the top of the dugout going, what the hell is this?
Now,
why am I here?
I understand Lindor's out. And I understand that Lindor and Soto haven't played together pretty much all year, except at the very beginning, which also wasn't very good. But I really believed in my heart.
Oh, this is deep.
That today Mendoza would be fired.
He gone.
I really thought it. I was going to send it to the text thread that we have, just so I got out in front of it.
Prediction?
That he was going to go. But I actually thought, you know what? It's not much of a limb I'm going out on. It's a day off. This homestand where we said, got it, minimum 6-3. They're already 2-4. All right? They'd have to sweep the Nationals just to be able to finish above 500.
Yeah.
On this pivotal homestand. And I think 2 things could be true. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying that Mendoza deserves to be fired because I really don't think he's the problem. But the reason why I really thought it was going to happen, 2 things. Number 1, you got to do something.
Yep.
You got to at least give your fans something to say, hey, we recognize what we're doing here. It's bad. Listen, I think Carlos Mendoza is a heck of a manager, but it's not like he's...
Tony La Russa.
Yeah, that's somebody that's irreplaceable. And sometimes you got to send a sacrificial lamb to the gods when you're having this kind of a baseball season and that you fire the manager. Then Cora became available, and there's other guys that are available that might be replacements. We'll get to that in just a second. But the other reason that I thought Mendoza would be fired is that he spoke to the media between games yesterday, and he had said that he didn't like the effort. I'm paraphrasing. Didn't like the energy, didn't like the effort in game 1.
Right.
Where they lost 3-1 to the lowly Rockies. So how did the team follow up that statement? Lose 3-0.
Yeah.
Even worse. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, that to me, if I'm like the owner of the team, if I'm the general manager of the team, I look at it and go, you know what, you've lost the room. And now we're gonna replace you. And now it's 3:00. I guess it could still happen, but usually these things happen earlier in the off day.
Yeah, right before the show.
And usually, you know how it works in sports, Peter. You fire the manager or coach on the off day, and then you make sure you got some winnable games on the horizon, right? Like if you're in the NFL and you're going to fire your coach, make sure you've got like the Cardinals and the Panthers at home the next 2 games so that new coach can get a couple of wins.
Or like this homestand was supposed to be when they were off last Monday.
Last Monday didn't do anything.
Yep.
Now you got the Monday, and you got the Nationals coming in. They're not very good. You're not very good, but they're not very good either. Give the new manager, a nice series win, feel like I made the right decision. You don't do it. Interesting. So what is going to be done? What is going to be done when your team is 9-19?
10 under.
10 games under 500, and we are not even in May. You got swept in a doubleheader where your best pitcher's in game 1. But you score 1 run in a doubleheader at home against the lousy Rockies. And nothing's going to happen? Nothing. So what are we all like huddling together trying to figure out the strategy? You're not going to fire Stearns. You know why they're not going to fire Stearns? Because Cohen waited how long for Stearns to get out from under his contract in Milwaukee to come here? What? So this is it? Because all the it's early crowd should be screaming right now, because part of it being early is there's plenty of time to turn around. There's plenty of time to do things that can maybe turn things around. And nothing's happening. Literally. Nothing.
Literally.
Oh, we'll get the occasional tweet from Cohen telling us, everything's going to be fine. We're going to find our groove. It's all going to be good. No, you're an embarrassment. And here's the other thing. Let's say they kept everybody. Ran it back. Could you confidently, with your chest out, say they would be that much better? It'd be a little better because they'd score a few more runs.
I could confidently say that they probably would have scored more runs.
Okay.
And
what would their record be?
But then again, you can't decide that Diaz, if he stayed also, would have not had the injury that he's dealing with now. You can't say that, so you might not even have a closer.
But the reason I bring
that
this
blew
up,
a couple of games for you.
The reason I bring this up is because they would have scored a few more runs. But all right, instead of 9-19, what would they be? Just doing the math, would they be 12-16? Like, let's not make it out to be they'd be 19-9 and in first place. They wouldn't be. So I'm not an apologist for Stearns. I'm just saying is the franchise is broken, man. So we can fiddle with the manager, fiddle with the players. It just doesn't work. It's not working because they have no identity. You have this owner with all this money, and yet you still feel like, all right, they went and got Soto, but with Alonso and Nimmo. Did they get rid of Nimmo because he wasn't getting along with Lindor? Or, hey, the back end of that contract wasn't going to age well? And I don't want to give a 5-year deal to Alonso because it's not going to age well at the back end. I thought having a guy sitting on $16 billion, you don't worry about that stuff. Michael brought this up. Fried's a phenomenon. That contract's going to age poorly for the Yankees. The Cole contract's going to age poorly. The Judge contract's going to age poorly.
But it's not
when
about
you
that.
give a ton of years, you don't worry about it. What's going to help me now? I'll worry about a decade from now, if I'm still walking this earth, if I still have this job, if there's still baseball being played. But right now, what helps us win now? So you take a look, and the nickel and diming here, yeah, they got Soto, and yeah, they got Lindor contract extension. Yeah, they bought out of Scherzer and Verlander. But were these moves made because they needed to change the culture of the team, or was it just the kind of cheaper way of going about things? So I don't even know. You got this billionaire owner, and they got the second highest payroll in baseball, but it's not like this money is being well spent, right? I don't know what they are. I didn't know what they were last year. The year before, I didn't know what they were, but they got hot in the second half of the season. They made a run in the postseason. But before that, nothing. Then they had Buck, won 100 games. Oh, but the new general manager couldn't wait to get rid of Buck. I don't know where to focus on just the manager or just the general manager, just the owner, just seems futile. It just feels like the whole damn thing is broken. And it's been broken for a long, long time.
What do you do when something is broken? They have new ownership.
Yeah,
so just remember, they did the big thing, right?
That's why, to me, right, what you're saying, Peter, and we're here to help Don.
Yeah, that's all we can. All we can do is
we got to help him figure this out because is this you thought it was broken.
Yeah.
This man's broken.
Yeah.
And
Well, what else am I
because
supposed
he's
to
not
think?
even mad anymore.
No,
why
was he mad? He was watching hockey games. He's not even watching.
No, but you know what? You know what?
You're right.
You know when you get mad? When you get mad, at least I do. When I expect something and the opposite happens, like you get mad.
Yeah.
When I expect my team to win and they lose, I get mad.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of the season, I was mad because I expected this team to be better. But I watched this weekend. I'd be a moron to think it was going to get better.
Yo-yo.
I mean, what I saw was exactly what I expected to see.
So then, your venom, your vitriol, your frustration, your anger, all of it is directed at one source. And that's at the very top. It's the owner. Because he's the one that took over, and it was supposed to change. And you're saying, no, it's still the same. It's still, we're going with an analytic-driven general manager, but we didn't really go that direction. We are trying to spend money, but we can't attract certain players who don't want to take our money. Then we go and we do get a player with all of our money, but then we change the type of team we have around that player. Rather than accentuate him, we're putting a bunch of like role players around him. That doesn't make sense.
It just feels...
We don't have any pitching, and if you have any feel for the Met history, when they were always good, what did they have, Don?
Pitching.
They do not at all prioritize starting pitching. They probably stumbled into McLean, right? They
don't want to spend money into it, but they do. They're trying to cultivate.
John, it's got to start at the top, and the top has to decide, what am I? Because if I'm going to go all in analytics, then that's how it has to be. But if I'm going to, and that means you're going to have to spend wisely instead of spend crazy. You can't have the major contract stuff if that's what you're going to do. Because if you're going to be an analytic team, that means you're going to have certain type of pitching, certain type of defense that works with the pitching, right? Like you're going to go that way. You're going to go Rays, the Astros back in the day. That's what you're going to do. But they're not even doing that. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's too much of everything. He's got to decide what he wants. Because if he doesn't want to do the analytic thing and he wants to do the superstar Dodgers way, then Alex Cora is your obvious next choice. That's what it should be. Get a guy that's got rings on his finger, come in here, walk in the clubhouse, a great communicator who looks at his players and goes, all right, first of all, we suck. Second of all, we got to go with the guys that know what they're doing. And I will coach you up while we get better players. But we're not going to do that either because we know Stearns doesn't want a manager like that.
Right. And
so what are you?
That's what's frustrating because you know what? Alex Cora is a good manager.
Very good manager.
And the problem in Boston
he was happy to be fired.
Bloom was an analytical guy. Didn't get along with Cora.
He won the face-off.
Cora won that face-off, but couldn't win the face-off with the new GM because he was even more analytical than the previous one.
Yep.
And the Red Sox have decided to go cheap, not spend money, and be an analytical team. Good on them.
Their
See if it works out.
I hate them.
Right, and they should. Now, the Mets want to play the same game because that's the way the game's being played. But is that the way you want to play it? Because remember, the analytics were always about, I don't want to have to spend money. How can I then win? That's why Tampa did it. That's why Billy Beane did it with the A's back in the day. We can't compete for free agents. We can't keep our stars. How could we win? And then analytics became all of a sudden the fashionable thing. The Yankees do it. Yankees also spend money. Remember, the Mets spend money, but they've spent their money on what? Soto, Lindor, buying out of Verlander, buying out of Scherzer. So has this money been well spent? And then you ask yourself, why are you doing both? Why are you being so heavily analytical, but yet still having a tremendously high payroll? Like, just lean into one or the other. And why not, if you're sitting on $16 billion, lean into, I'm going to be the Dodgers. And I'm going to give Alonso the extra money so we can continue to have our personality.
It's a great point. Didn't we fully expect that? So bringing in Stearns felt like a move of a Met fan with roots, blood in the ground, and a guy that has built competitive teams in Milwaukee, and that's the way we should do this. But he might need to come to a realization, we can't do it this way. But you're going to choose Stearns over Cora? Well, a guy that's got rings? Come on.
But what's happening here, guys, is that I've got no evidence of this. I cannot prove it to you. But Major League Baseball does not like to bring in people like Steve Cohen, who has all these billions of dollars and throw the finances out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
There must have been some assurances from the Cohen side that I am not going to spend like a drunken sailor. I'm going to be responsible.
How can you do
Why else would you have Stearns be your general manager who came from Milwaukee other than to tell Major League Baseball, I'm not going to go crazy. I went out and got Milwaukee's GM so that I could be fiscally responsible. Never made an offer to Judge when he was a free agent. Never did. Now, he did get Soto, but that was rich on rich crime, right? Like, they weren't going to take Soto and Judge, so he took Soto. And he gave Lindor the contract extension. But otherwise, it's been, hey, I'm not going to go the extra mile. And I agreed with it at the time because it did seem like you were throwing a lot of money away with the contract that went to the Dodgers. Why is his name escaping me? The Tucker. They didn't give him the extra money.
Kyle Tucker.
$60 million, it did seem excessive to me. But I'm sure Cohen probably, I'll give him 65. I don't care. I want to win. But is there something that's stopping him because he must have assured Major League Baseball, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to have a $400 million payroll.
It doesn't make
otherwise,
sense.
why would you be fiscally responsible when these millions of dollars mean nothing to you?
But wait. Why is that? See, that's what doesn't make sense. There's no way Cohen would have made some agreement that I'm going to limit my spending. I'm going to hold back when it was everything he talked about. I have the ability to do this.
Right, and that ability showed up to be having the second highest payroll in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm. But
were there little times where he felt like it would violate a trust if I made an offer to Judge, if I went over for Tucker? Like, why would you ever lose out on a free agent?
Or maybe,
why would you ever?
Or maybe, Don, he's a rich guy that's probably not – he also not a great owner. Why can't we just say
so is
that he might not be a good owner?
So are you somebody that might be on the side of he doesn't care about the Mets? His wife was the Met fan. He actually grew up a Yankee fan. But he sees those the cars around the parking lot and say, I could build a casino here. I have an opportunity to build this big monolith of a financial windfall here if I buy the Mets. Yeah, I want to win, but I'm not going to go crazy. See, this is what I try to tell Yankee fans when Yankee fans are all upset about your team. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be upset not having won a championship since 2009, but everything that Hal Steinbrenner does is about the Yankees. You might not like his decisions, but he needs to win because that's his bread and butter. That's the family business. He's not sitting on billions of dollars. His dad was the shipbuilder back in the day. His job is Yankee owner. And you might criticize the moves, but he wants to win because he wants to make money because that's all that it is. It's not a toy to him. It's his life.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Is it Cohen's life? Or is it just give him a reason to tweet? Give him a toy to play with? An opportunity to make all this money with the casinos in Flushing Meadows? Is it really about being an owner that desperately wants to win? Or is it, hey, I'm part of the club that nobody thought I'd be able to get into. I can go sit courtside in the Knicks game with my Met hat on, and I can have millions of followers on Twitter. Because let's face it, being in the TV show Billion, his character on Billions and all that, and being a hedge fund capitalist, it doesn't get you to chicks. Let's be honest, right?
Well, I mean,
but owning a baseball, I'm using a metaphor.
You're telling me
just
being
like,
a billionaire,
if you want to be
you have
cool,
a hard time getting. Yeah,
if you want to be cool, if you want everybody owning a team, that's cool.
Well, I just think he doesn't know what to do.
Well, and most of these guys don't.
And then you brought in somebody that you thought would know what he's doing. And then so you're supposed to trust him because that's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to trust him.
Hey.
This is my guy. I brought him in. I got to let him work.
How about this?
I got to see it through. He's finally allowed to do the plan he wants, and this team now is garbage. And you now are – I think he's stuck in a place where he's like, I might have made a wrong choice here. But how bad will I look if I decide to fire this guy now because it'll look like I'm impatient, and I need to be smart and look patient. And I'm telling you, I guarantee you, deep in his thoughts, he's regretting this. Because I think his original plan was to spend and build a superstar team that his fans, that building will rock.
Well, listen, they're not
going to
force him out.
On the roster.
Not with the Dodgers having the payroll that they have. They're not going to force him out. You can say, listen, I might have made an agreement with you. I was going to spend like a drunken sailor, but I've got a team that's 9-19, coming off an 83-win season last year. Haven't won a championship. This is the 40th anniversary of the last time the Mets won a championship. It's been over a decade since they went to the World Series.
Yeah.
You know what? I tried it your way. Now I'm trying it my way. I might not know anything about baseball, but I'm going to bring in somebody that is going to go out and get me the best players possible. And you know what? I don't want to have to worry about, hey, boss, that contract's going to age poorly. Hey, I got billions of dollars. If Alonso's contract's going to age poorly, you know what? We'll buy him out of his contract. We'll replace him with somebody else. Like I said, are the Yankees worried about how Max Fried's contract's going to age?
No.
Or Cole's contract's going to age? Or Judge's contract's going to age?
I'm mortgaging that so I can get a win now.
Hey, you gave Soto all that money. You think that contract's going to age well?
Mm-hmm. He's still
But
young,
this is
though.
what we're worried about?
I'm telling you, Don, this is the conflict going on in Cohen's mind right now. Has to be this.
But I'm just
Did I do-
tired.
because you're in New York and you are a multi-billionaire. You are the richest owner in the sport by a mile. And you should be able to get the best of the best. I promise you. At his house, he has the best of the best. I promise you. He didn't cut corners. He's not going like...
He's not driving a car. He can get
this is
good
efficient,
price.
though. But the car is very efficient, though.
Oh, yeah.
It might not be the best, but it's efficient.
Nice, solid
turning,
minivan.
I'm not turning heads when I'm driving this thing, but you know what? The fuel economy is unbelievable. No, he's not. It's the best. That doesn't make sense, then, to not have the best manager, the best front office, the best players. He doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Why buy the team?
He buys art, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure he buys the best of the best. He's not getting the Woody Woodpecker lithograph.
You sure?
Because it's a little bit cheaper, and he might be able to turn it around at 100% in a couple of years. He's doing high-end stuff.
You would think so.
Again, I don't want to live in a world, and everything's going to change once we get to a possible salary cap anyway. But I'm just tired of rooting for this team and always getting it wrong. Always getting it wrong. And when they get it right, like with Buck Showalter or Willie Randolph, they end up firing those guys.
They still get it
anyway.
wrong.
They still get it wrong.
Amazing.
Every time, every owner, M. Donald Grant, go back it just seems like they always find a way to get it wrong. Doesn't matter the owner, doesn't matter the general manager, doesn't matter the manager. They always seem to get it wrong. And the other thing, too, just embracing the whole we're the second team in town mentality. That's what it just feels like to me. You've got all of the abilities that the Dodgers and the Yankees have. So why are we living in this world of trying to figure it out when you know damn well you don't know how to figure it out?
Honestly, you let Kyle Tucker say no to you. You let Cody Bellinger say no to you. You let people say no to you. I don't know billionaires that live in that world where, hey, he said no.
Yeah. But
he said no.
But it just...
What do you mean he said no?
It's just so frustrating, and I wish I had an answer for it. But, you put me on the spot of like who am I angriest at? Well, I guess it has to be Cohen because he hired Stearns. But
where else you going?
We're going back to the Wilpons. We're going back to.
But they're gone, Doc.
Everybody goes.
It was supposed to stop.
And when they come back, the problems are all the team never changes.
Right.
It's always the same damn thing over and over again. Underachieving, then overachieving, just to go underachieving again. Never putting anything together over any length of time, and it just becomes just so frustrating. And I look at it, and I just say, when's it ever going to end? And I've got an 8-year-old son who's dying to play baseball and get into it, and he's a Met fan. He's too young to get caught up in all the things that I'm caught up in. Mm-hmm. But I look at him, it's like, what? I want to encourage him to be a Met fan. But it didn't change in my lifetime. Is it going to change in his lifetime? 40 years of the same stuff over and over again, up and down like a roller coaster, but never getting to the promised land. Why is it going to be any different his 40 years to my last 40 years? And my father, who I honor by continuing to be a Met fan, I'm telling you, I know my dad. He'd be turning 89 in this November. He would have tapped out by now.
Yeah.
And again, he's probably looking down at me going, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, you never gave up on the football Giants. And he'd be like, yeah, because you know what? The football Giants got me a Super Bowl. Then they got me another one.
Couple, yeah.
And then a couple more after he passed.
Yeah. And you got two. Now, yeah.
But at this point, he'd be like, what? Well, Dad,
what are you doing?
You watched this team when they were terrible. He's like, yeah, they were an expansion team.
Well, Don,
but now
there's a lot of reasons to be mad at the Mets right now, isn't there?
There's a ton of reasons. There's also a lot of reasons.
Take your time.
Why people buy at Ramsey. It's their selection. It's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid Preferred, all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months, or buy with 1.9% APR for 60 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN155263. MSRP $37,455. Zero security deposit. APR at $17.48 per month for $1,000 financed. Ends 4/30/26.
The Knicks.
Rebound. Towns and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
If you manage an active facility, you don't have time for disruption. Tricon Construction specializes in working inside healthcare, commercial, and industrial buildings without shutting operations down. That means tight planning, clear communication, safe, disciplined execution, because when patients are inside, when tenants are working, when production can't stop, there's no margin for mistakes. When it has to be handled professionally and handled right, Tricon is the only choice. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. Good afternoon. Not so great on the LIE eastbound, leaving Queens and heading into Nassau County. Right after the Cross Island, a broken down SUV in the left lane. Add that to the volume. You're packed from Queens Boulevard. Some pockets of slowdowns on the belt westbound, heading over to the Verrazano in Brooklyn from Flatbush Avenue. Then just a bit bunched up on the Staten Island Expressway westbound, heading over to the West Shore. Slow go on the West Side Highway northbound, heading over to the outbound George. Just picked up a broken down car in the 150s. Still solid there from the 90s. Inbound George, really not too bad, even with road work on the upper deck, about 5 to 10 minutes. Outbound Lincoln and Holland Tunnels, a 5 to 10 minute ride. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code Canty. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code Canty to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Knicks fans, join us for a live broadcast presented by TickPick at Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden at 215 West 35th Street before tomorrow's pivotal Game 5. We'll be breaking it all down and getting ready for tip-off. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live tomorrow at Stout NYC starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the best prices, and since you must have made a fortune on Saturday, Peter, drinks are on you at Stout.
You locked it up, right? Good for you.
I sure did. Biggest bet I've ever made in my life. A big $500 on the New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah, that was
never in question.
Oh, it really never was. And good for you, and good for us that now the series is tied at 2.
Lunch on Peter.
So it's not
tomorrow?
a funeral.
What's the
You're gonna get.
What's the number tomorrow?
What do you mean? Oh,
I would say they're probably a 2.5, 3 point favorite.
I'm going high.
3.5.
I'm going high. I'm going 4.5.
You're going 4.5. I'm thinking 3.5.
I think the world thinks
Anthony?
the Knicks are going to be back tomorrow. The answer is it is your New York Knicks favored by 6.5.
Stop it.
Oh.
Which way are you leaning now? Do you have the guts to take your winnings and throw it right back on?
Well, that's what I was thinking about. The question is how scary is that number?
First of all, take away
and when
the
they
lunch
come
you're going to
home,
buy tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to
whatever's
remove
left over.
So that's 100, at least 130 out.
At least 130.
So here's the thing, and this just leads to the conversation about the team. Where you worry about them is in this exact spot.
Why is that?
Coming home off of a game in which they showed you what they can do.
We're all back. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here.
This is when they lose by 11, and you go,
well,
what the hell was that?
Here's why I'll push back.
Okay, please.
I'll only push back because of this. What happened Saturday was sort of like we're done messing around. We've got to be done being stupid, right? And they come out of the game not feeling confident, but almost annoyed because, they're plus 25 in the series, right?
Yeah.
In the 4 games, they're
overall,
plus 20. It's stupid. So they both, the conversations are like, what? Like, why are we here?
Oh.
Like, why do we have to play this game now? Like, they're mad at themselves.
Of course.
Which to me,
so you're saying they should win by 20 tomorrow?
It's more of an awakening of, okay, like, what are we, why
so you're saying I should run this right back because they're going to do it again?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying this doesn't feel like a fat and happy coming home and everything's great. This feels more like a team that's annoyed that now they have to play 2 more games.
But 6.5 is too much. I think they're winning the game. Don't get me wrong, but they know how to just drive you nuts.
Oh, I told you. It's
so they'll win the game, but they might win it by 4 or 5 or whatever. Or they'll be up 13, and then the Hawks will make 6.5. Seems very, very strong to me.
But think about it.
I would lay out if I were you.
But there. Well, don't be. Listen, but you're not me. That's the difference, Don. There's me and you. I hear what you're saying, but I can see a world in which if they do what Allen's saying they're going to do, and they show up, they should. It should be like it's a party in the fourth quarter tomorrow night.
Right.
Right.
Well, listen, gambling's easy,
series,
right?
Though.
You always win. You always go with your gut, and you ride these things.
And you win.
You ride this out, you buy a new house, and you're done.
And for the record, I just want you to know, Phil and the Penguins on the next night didn't get the bet in.
Oh, really?
Phil and the Celtics the next day
why.
Didn't get the bet in.
I told you why to bet the Penguins.
No, you pushed me.
Skinner?
That was definitely it.
Because he was out.
Skinner.
Yep.
And Anthony.
She loves.
Anthony can read these things. He knows. So I went, oh, really? I want in. Didn't do it. Celtics coasted. It was by the way, great weekend for my teams beating up the city of Philadelphia. Penguins finally got in on the act.
Mm-hmm.
Too little, too late,
that
unfortunately,
game,
I
by the
would
way,
think.
That game last night.
Celtics?
In Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Pissed me off.
Why was that? The domination?
It was it was a very impressive domination.
Yeah,
and
yes,
Peyton Pritchard doing Peyton Pritchard things and JT looking like himself, which is also scary. But what the Sixers did, it's like if you're a Sixers fan, why would you ever even bother cheering for this team? That was pathetic.
It was a weak
Joel
effort.
Embiid thing, last minute, totally just blew up the series. That was terrible. Terrible.
And
they did.
What did you make of Minnesota and Denver? Denver seems like they're laying it down.
Denver's done.
Well, everybody's hurt. Did you see the Anthony Edwards thing? That knee just buckled. Oh my God! And then Dante DiVincenzo's Achilles. Their starting backcourt now done. But their defense.
But Ant could be back, right?
I mean, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
No,
but
if they advance, maybe. But that's a pretty severe injury. But he didn't tear anything, they're saying, which is a big deal. But just the fact that they have dominated Jokic the way they've dominated him with their defense. They're up 3-1. They have to win one more game, and they can do it just playing fast and playing defense. I'm telling you.
So the question is, but it's fascinating.
Crazy that they can win this series.
So think about it. Now Minnesota's in Denver tonight.
Yep.
With a chance to close it out.
Yeah.
Minus their best player.
Yeah.
But can you wrap this thing up and get the hell out of Dodge? And then, by the way, maybe wait for a little bit and maybe get Ant back.
You got to feel like Jokic has got to finally make a stand because he's had a bad series. And Jamal Murray's skating because he hasn't had a good series.
Well, he's at least put up points, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
but empty. I mean, he's inefficient. Nobody can hit a three. There was the number one three-point shooting team in the league.
They shot 20% on Saturday.
Yeah, they can't make a three. So that series has gone upside down. And I'm telling you, the West is going to be – the Lakers are going to close out that series on Wednesday. And they're going to play the Thunder. So I want to get the Wemby versus Thunder conference final.
Yeah, and Wemby's back, and he's okay. So,
by the way, you could make a list on if you paid attention to what the kid did for Minnesota on Saturday, Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah,
of players who made a name in a playoff game, where like on one given day said, "This is my moment."
Yeah,
it's
42.
That was that's a break.
He does it, and what does he do it on ABC on a Saturday night?
Yeah, not bad.
Until they had to push it to ESPN. But yes, exactly.
Well, eventually, yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting night. But either way, he had to stop.
All I did is I turned on the TV and then was not seeing what I expected to see.
That's correct. And by the way, I hope if you came back anytime soon, you still wouldn't. You needed a good hour. It was over. They moved on. I think they eventually went back to Inside the NBA.
They did
on
ABC. They did.
I can't imagine what's going on in the Disney offices when they're trying to decide what to do.
Right.
Because you're in the middle of a broadcast, and now the president, after an assassination attempt at the Correspondents' Dinner, he's going to be having a presser, which you
have to run.
You have to run, but you also are like, but guys, if we go to run this, it could be an hour and a half.
We don't know.
We have no idea what we're doing.
No, the game's secondary.
Well, the good thing is we live in a world now where if you have TV, you have ESPN.
Yeah.
Right. There's very
You're not
few
looking
people.
for true TV at this point, right? ESPN is right there for you.
That's the one that throws you off is when like the game runs late on like TNT and you don't know where am I going here? USA Network? Where am I going?
Exactly.
You know.
I guess there aren't that many people, that's right, who have ABC but don't have ESPN. Although in the streamer world, people do have weird combinations of stuff.
But I think
I don't have cable, I just get.
But I think when you're watching it in streaming, it's on the ESPN app. Nothing changes.
No. The only people who would be screwed are people who do not have the ESPN app.
So you're watching it on
ABC. If you're watching over-the-top television, or
cable, or if you're watching it on Hulu or Fubo
some
or any
package
of that stuff,
where you don't have ESPN, you
Gotcha.
just have ABC.
Yeah, all right.
But for those of them might be trying to DVR it, they might.
Well, if you missed it, Minnesota went on to win.
Yes, they did in a wild ending.
They were down. So I was feeling
a little
good.
bit of a fight.
Feeling good about my money in the account at that point. So I throw on the game, and Denver's down like 12, and Jamal Murray hits a 3 to cut it to 9. I check what the odds are. Denver to win is plus like 1,400. I'm like, let me throw a hundo.
Look at you.
Let me throw a hundo on
you got
Denver.
Loose change
I got let loose change.
This guy
We'll
falling out of his pocket.
Let me throw a hundo at Denver, see if they win me like 1,000 because they win.
That didn't happen. But something happened at the end of that game.
I did see
it. Is tomorrow's talk about it too.
Oh, that's what you were talking about?
Because I need to ask
which one? Which way?
I need to discuss. Like we got to talk about it like men.
All right. Well, it's Tuesday,
and I think just remind me, please, because you know me, I'll forget tomorrow.
For the record, he's talking about the idea of laying a ball in on a wide open layup when you're already up big in a playoff game that's
time's
ending,
running out,
and you could just let the time run out, but instead you decide to.
It's the old unwritten rules thing. So we should, like I said, we could do it now, but we have enough to do.
Let's talk to the people.
Tomorrow's a good talk about it. That's a good topic.
Let's go to Larry. Get it started here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg in Center Reach. What's up, man?
What's going on, Don, Alan, and Peter? How are you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, Don. The frustration level has got too high. So I was thinking that Mr. Cohen, doesn't he want to show off what he's been doing? You said he's kind of vibrant. If Rob Manfred tell him, hey, first couple of years, come in, get yourself acclimated, settle down, don't be too extravagant. So he agrees with that. But then as he sits down to the table with these guys, isn't he going to start to say, hey, man, I'm the king of the hill here. I want the best. I want the this. I want the that. When is it going to start rolling in? I think he's just playing a role right now, and everybody needs to calm down because my blood pressure is getting too high. And I didn't want it to be a fraudulent behavior because I work in the Bronx all the time.
Oh, you got to hear it.
I'm living on this side, Long Island and Queens and all this side, but I don't want to switch over.
No, but I'm not switching over, but I think I have the right to be frustrated with this team. And you wonder, again, this conspiracy theory I have, that there was some sort of an agreement with Major League Baseball that he'll be fiscally responsible. Do you think Major League Baseball said to him, hey, you know what? Prove it to me. Stearns' contract is up in a little while. Hire him. Because what would he know about Stearns? Right?
Oh, if he's paying attention.
Well, he's paying attention to who's out there that knows how to work within the confines of a budget.
You got to feel like Stearns' agent or whoever it was that was the in-between that he was dealing with said to him, this guy's a Met. He grew up a Met fan. He loves the Mets.
All right. But he's also known
he's going to step down
making
in
it work in a small market, a guy that's not going to go out and get elaborate contracts and throw good money after bad. He's a guy that's going to be fiscally responsible. I'm telling you, when you buy a team and you're worth $16 billion, working in the confines of a budget should not be in your mind at all. Now, I'm not saying you got to spend good money after bad, set fire to money, but hey, I'm not going to worry about how Nimmo's contract's going to age or how Alonso's contract is going to age. I don't worry about that stuff. I worry about the now. Yeah. What's the best team possible? And you're telling me that Polanco and Simeon are the way to go. And Bichette's the way to go.
And we're finding out.
And
no, it's
so
not.
far, through 28 games, the worst start since 1983 for the Mets, when they started 8-20.
Yikes.
Now, they were competing for a playoffs the very next year, so it can turn around if you make the right decisions, but are they going to make the right decisions?
They were competing for a playoff the very next year because they had young talent that came in and they made smart
They
trades.
brought up Strawberry in 83. They brought up Gooden in 84. They traded for Keith Hernandez in 83.
You're telling me that's coming down the pike, but how do you know that? You don't know that.
1-800-919-3776. More Mets. We've got Knicks to talk about as well. We've got an NFL binge at 4:30, ENN at 6.
Oh, yeah.
It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. And Peter right now, all this money.
Yeah.
Falling out of your pocket.
Well, I'm looking,
really, honestly, you have no place to put it.
Well, because think about it. Right now, I'm looking at the Penguins playoff game tonight. I'm looking at the
She loves.
I'm looking at so many opportunities here. I'm talking special drops you don't want to miss here. Profit boost, bonus bets, all on FanDuel. So much more. And the best part is it's every single day. Whether you're betting the early game, gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements, max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Rebound, Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I thought it was really interesting the way it played out for the Giants because nobody thought the Giants were going to take Reese because they didn't think Reese was going to be there at 5. I think they were kind of in shock that Reese was there 5 and Mauanoa was there 10. Right. Because they were two guys that were just really up high on their draft board. If Caleb Downs turns out to be this era's Ronnie Lott, you're going to massively regret it.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that Fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including Verizon, ThriveWell Infusion, and London Jewelers on ESPN New York.
Little kiss. Any reason, or are you just feeling it?
Ace Frehley's birthday would have been today.
Oh.
When did we lose Ace?
It was like, what, 8 months ago? 6 months ago?
The Ace Man.
So what would he have been?
Bet your Ace.
Well done. Well done, sir.
72, maybe? Got to be over 70. I don't know how old he would have been.
He was born in 51, so he would have been 75.
Okay. Well, rest in peace. He was
an icon.
He was a good man.
He was a good man? Did you know him?
My brother got to know him a little bit because they kind of lived near each other. He'd see him at the shop.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine going to ShopRite and just seeing Ace Frehley.
I could, because I wouldn't know who I saw.
You'd know.
It would be like seeing the.
It would also be bizarre.
Let me just tell you.
It would be
Ace Frehley, like
if you
checking out
saw-
the tomatoes, you know?
It would be like seeing the person selling the tomatoes. I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, but
Hey,
you know
Ace, how's
what?
this watermelon? This good?
If you saw Ace Frehley, you may not know it was Ace Frehley, but you're like, that guy was in a band. That guy was famous.
Just had that look.
Yeah.
I'm taking a look right now.
They're just like, that's
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you would be
Yeah.
like, that's, you know, because he would have the long hair, and you're like, that's somebody that.
Mileage on the face.
Yeah.
There's mileage on
A
the
lot
face.
of mileage.
No,
Lived a life.
he lived. That's life lived right there.
Yeah.
A lot of mileage on that face.
A lot of cigarette smoke, a lot of scotch.
Yeah.
You could see it. in
It
the
was all
face.
there.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jack. He's in Yonkers. You're on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What's up, Jack?
I wanted to say Carlos Mendoza, I don't think deserves to get fired. I think it's all David Stern's problem. Like we see from the first year when Stearns took over, Carlos Mendoza had a great season that year. Suddenly when it was Stern's team, that's when the whole thing started falling apart.
Understood. But
Good
usually
observation.
don't fire general managers in late April when you're trying to get something going. And I don't think it's Carlos Mendoza's fault either, but I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show when he commented after game one, he didn't think there was a lot of energy in game one, and then they go out in game two and get shut out.
Yeah.
Like
He also said the other day, we probably have it, about how, like, I've never seen anything like this. The offense being so just nothing.
A lot of times, but I've always said this, head coaches, managers, sometimes you get fired because you're doing a poor job. And sometimes you get fired because there's just nothing else right then that you could do. Like, you got to do something, right? And no offense to Carlos
But
Mendoza.
what if
he's not someone that can't be replaced. He's not irreplaceable.
All right,
That's clear.
You saw Juan Soto say, it's not Mendoza. It's on us. If Juan Soto is saying that publicly, and he's saying it for a reason, and other people are saying the same thing, I mean, there's media members all over the place are falling over themselves to write that it's not Mendoza's fault, right? He's already scheduled to make his media appearance today, which suggests he will not be getting fired, right? So that much we know as well. But if the players are already the ones that are talking about how, no, don't blame this guy, right? As an owner, if you fire him, does that make the room worse? Does it now make it – like Buffalo's a great example, the Sabres. They didn't fire the coach when they got off to another terrible start, heading to another playoff
Yeah,
this
they fired
season.
Kevin Adams.
They fired the general manager, which you would think would have no impact on them. But why did it? Why all of a sudden did they just turn into a team that couldn't lose?
I'm gonna follow that train of thought.
All right, go ahead.
All right, we would talk. I'd be traveling with the Devils. We talk like, how do you fire a general manager? And it galvanized the room.
Yeah, how? Why?
Because he came in and didn't do anything, which was a way of saying, I believe in you guys. You guys are good enough to win. I'm not making a trade, because that's the first thing you think of, right? If they fired Stearns tomorrow, then you would think, hey, there's going to be changes coming.
Right.
Because they just fired the general manager, and the new guy's going to come in, and he's going to
Get his
start
own
making
players.
trades and everything. They didn't do anything. Kikalainen came in and just said, go. Go play. And they felt, all right, we're good enough, and they went out and they played. Like, maybe if you were to do that, you bring another general manager, go, no, I'm not touching anything. You guys are good enough. Go win. That might galvanize the room. The problem I have with these players all saying it's not his fault. Well, then go out and play for him.
Yeah.
Go out and show energy. You got swept by the Rockies. You're trying to save your manager's job, and you responded to your manager by going out and getting swept at home by the Rockies. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm willing to cater to players, but you know what? If you love them that much, go out there and play for them. Go out there and show some energy. Go out there and hit. Play to the back of your baseball card, and let's go. But if you don't do that, isn't it just lip service? Mm-hmm. Isn't it just words?
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
I've heard that.
They do.
Let's go to Raul. He's in Harrisburg. You're on ESPN.
Raul.
Hey, long time, Peter.
What up, buddy?
And Don.
What's up?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Peter, I'm going to mention something in the show about Portland Trailblazers. You know Don doesn't want to say it.
No,
Can
that's
I
right.
say why I like them?
Yeah, please.
The reason why I like Portland is because when the Bulls broke up, Pippen went to the Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers were the Jailblazers. They needed somebody who's going to be like good, and that was my guy. He went to Portland. I became a Portland Trailblazers fan.
Okay,
Don, you got to say
I get it. I don't have to do anything.
I want to talk about the Mets though when you guys done.
All right,
go ahead, Raul.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's because of April, but I got a conspiracy. Is there empty seats because the Mets are not playing good, or is it happening all around baseball? Have you noticed that, guys? It happened in Boston. There's empty seats everywhere.
Boston stinks. That's why there's empty seats there.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
You
The
know,
weather,
like if your team stinks. People aren't coming out because, like Don's saying, it's colder. Like in June and July, you'll go to the games because, A, it's like summer, the weather's nice, there's nothing else to do, and even if the team stinks, you're just going to go, right? But at this time of year, these kids are still in school. If the team's garbage, why are you going? So,
well, especially, I think people were reacting to Game 2. It's a doubleheader that you didn't find out about until the day before.
Right.
Right? It's a straight doubleheader, so they're honoring the tickets. You go to Game 1.
Mm-hmm.
You bring your kids. It's a Sunday afternoon. It was a little chilly, but it was a nice day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
It was like a 4 o'clock. When did they start that second game?
Yeah, around then.
4-ish, right?
4:30.
Yeah, well, Game 1 was 1:35. Yeah, it was probably about a little
4-ish,
after 4.
right? Yeah. So
all right, so
that's tough.
If
on
I
a
brought
Sunday.
Marco to the game, right, and I bring him first pitch, Game 1, how long do you think I'm going to be able to keep him for Game 2, right? You just lost 3-1. They're not hitting
at all.
By the fourth inning, it's 6 o'clock. They got school the next day. People are going to – I am not going to judge what the attendance looked like. I haven't paid attention around the league what the attendance has been, but I will tell you, if a team is not winning and it's 40 degrees outside, Alan and I last Monday did the remote outside. And it was a nice day, but it was 50 degrees, but the wind chill made it feel like 40, and we were freezing our tail off. Why? Because we're just sitting there. Well, what do you think you're doing at a game? You're going to be sitting there in your seat, and 40 degrees is going to feel like 0, right? It's and people. I haven't taken a look at the attendance of baseball, but if the team's not good and it's cold, we had that one rogue 90-degree day. Otherwise, it feels like the temperatures are all.
Let me ask you this:
freezing in the morning.
Mets. Now it's obviously these are tickets sold.
Well, why don't you save that? Because I want to
see where you'd predict.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Plus, we've got the NFL Binge, last one of the season, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Will be coming up at the bottom of the hour.
We really stretched that season.
ENN at 6. But you know what? I'm at my wit's end, but there's something called Ring's End we want to talk about.
And I'm excited because we're getting closer and closer to this project at the house. Andrew just sent me the very last of the estimates. And then my contractor came and he sent me an estimate, and we put those two numbers together. We're like, oh, yeah, we're doing this. And we're definitely doing it with Rings End because they work with the best contractors, and my guy is the best, Michael. Michael's the contractor. He's the best. And Andrew at Rings End is making it happen for us as well. And I'm telling you, this project, we're going to get it done in June, I'm fired up about. Now, you say, well, why are you going with Rings End? My contractor said the same thing. He's like, Rings End, I've heard of them. Tell me about them more. And I go, well, you know that they have the best, and that the best contractors work with them. So they have, by the way, showrooms. So you can actually see, touch, feel all the stuff that you want to get for your house in the projects that we all like to do to upgrade and update our homes. So if you can't make it to a store, you can shop online. Go to ringsend.com. So they're not a national chain. If you're wondering, they have regional expertise. So they know the area, they know your house, they know the weather and everything else that you're going to need. Like, I'm putting in exterior door. Well, they know exactly the type of exterior door I'm going to need for my house. They have 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County and 12 freestanding paint centers as well. Rings End, family-owned and operated since 1902. I love that because they have deep Northeast roots. They support local builders and communities. So, for your next project, check them out. ringsend.com. That's ringsend.com.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson. What's up, Knicks fans? This is Josh Hart. Knicks fans, it's Mikal Bridges, and this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com. That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM133469. MSRP $28,065. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that Fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time... I like that.
It's totally time.
Only one local in action tonight. That's the Yankees. They're in Texas. Take on the Rangers. That series begins tonight at 8:10. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey. During today's action, glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Alan, you had checked the attendance figures.
So, all right, who do you think leads right now the majors in average attendance?
Say it's probably between the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Okay, it's the Dodgers.
They're saying, really, Dodgers number one in attendance. You know what? Good for them.
They also, again, their average is leading, but their total is going to lead because they have a lot of home games already. But yeah, their home average is 51,788. Right. Now that happens when you are winning World Series in
back-to-back series and stars galore.
The Yankees are third, though, Donnie, just over 40. Now you expect that again. Northeast, colder weather.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not gonna get. Didn't they have a game that was also like a rainy mess, right?
Mm-hmm.
San Diego's too. That makes sense.
They're
again.
off to a great start too,
and the weather. I'm going to ask you if you think the Mets are top 5 or top 10, but they are one of those.
I'd say they're in the top 10.
Top 10. Where would you say they would be?
8.
7.
Oh, how about that?
Not bad.
Just ahead of the Angels. 36,110.
Not bad.
So they're still they're
considering
$500,000 already.
Considering they're pure hot garbage.
Yeah, but
not bad.
People probably bought tickets ahead of time, and now they're going through it.
They've also spent a lot of time on the West Coast.
That's a good point.
Now, I found it interesting because Michael was talking about the mess that the Red Sox are in. Like, he said that last game of the series against the Yankees, there was nobody in the building. But yet they still listed it as a sellout because the tickets are sold, but it was a cold day, team stinks, people don't go.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. Don't look at TV and say, oh, well, there's nobody in the building. A lot of those tickets are sold. I mean, there's a lot of expectations around the Mets coming into the season, and most people buy their tickets before the season starts. Start picking out games they want to go to, and you might be a season ticket holder, and you know what? You say, I wasn't expecting a doubleheader on a Sunday. I'm not going. Team's playing awful. It's cold. I'm not going to go. So don't look at the lack of fannies in the seats. There's probably pre-sale. And the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, there's a lot of expectations. Where are the Phillies listed? Because
great question.
They are off to a brutal start as well.
All right. Top 10 or top 5?
They're probably in the top 10.
They're fourth.
Fourth.
Right behind the Yankees. 39,827.
And that's going to dip.
Yeah.
That's a shocker, too.
Well, and they have the same record as the Mets, by
exactly the same record.
And it's also just it's code red there as well.
It should be.
And
they
so
ran it back.
Rob Thompson could be the next guy. We don't know.
There's no easy answer, right? Phillies run it back, collapse. Mets decide not to run it back, collapse. Which just tells you that there's a lot of the infrastructure just doesn't work.
Well, Phillies just got Zach Wheeler back. That's important.
I understand. And the Mets have not it's been since like the second week of the season that they have not had Lindor and Soto together. I mean, because let's face it, Lindor, even though he was off to a slow start, he was getting hot before he got hurt. But the idea was to have Lindor and Soto.
Right, but then who?
Well,
to me, that's the problem.
And the other thing, too, let's not forget, is you have holdovers, young players. We talk about grooming young talent.
Yeah.
Where's Vientos been? Where's Beatty been? He's gotten hot lately, but overall
Beatty's
not
been up
great.
It's the problem is that those guys, Vientos and Beatty, are guys you're still waiting on, but they're the ones that are just up and down. They're inconsistent. You don't know what you're getting on a given game or week,
brutal.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's part of the problem. How do you trust them? And then when you're losing, you can't just keep them in the lineup and just hope something connects. That's all part of this whole thing. They took chances on a first baseman that never played first before. They signed a guy and made him play third base.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And he got off to a slow
and by the
start.
Way, he also has a history of getting hurt.
Yeah. Well,
and so he got hurt. What a shock. So there were some risks that they took, and now you're missing Lindor. That's a big piece. You're missing the guy that you were hoping would be your regular first baseman, hurt and also really not very productive. And then Bichette, you're still waiting for him to hit like he's supposed to hit. So what it's supposed to look like, it's nowhere near that. And that's part of the frustration. That's not part of it. That is the frustration because you could say they really don't have great starting pitching, but how many games did you think that they just gave up so many runs the offense couldn't catch up? Or how many games did they get 1 or 2 runs and you're not going to win games that way?
Well, I mean, you got swept in a doubleheader.
And scored 1 run.
And you scored 1 run. I mean, you really expect to win a game 1-0?
No. Well, I mean,
you gave up 3 runs
once in a while
games.
You could. But
well,
not.
once in a while. But, the fact is you could complain about the pitching, whatever. Is they gave up 3 runs in each of the games of the doubleheader, and it wasn't close.
Right.
Non-productive at-bats. They had Quintana on the ropes in the first inning, loaded the bases. He threw 31 pitches in the first inning. Oh, by the way, he threw 38 over the next 4. Retired, I think, 11-12 in a row right after that. They had a chance to put up a crooked number in the first inning, didn't score.
Did they just not?
And then that was it.
Do they just not draw walks? Are they just a team that they're what is the issue with them at the plate? What is their greatest? I have not honestly have not watched them enough to know why the offense is as bad as it is.
Just to never get a big hit in a big spot.
Is it simply that, Don?
And it's amazing. Soto, he's he worked the count full, and he did get a couple of walks yesterday. He did have a single, but there was a big moment he struck out. It's just not there. Is it not working the counts? Is it striking out too much? It's everything. Just cannot get a big hit ever. And it's not like they got a ton of people on the base paths either. So it's just a constant problem. Now, for the people that wanted Mendoza gone, reports are all over that he's still making his scheduled meeting today. So every indication is tomorrow. There's been no change to the schedule.
Right.
That everything right now at 4:09 is pointing to him managing the game tomorrow against the Nationals. Again, which is fine because I don't. When I say fine, meaning I don't want him to be the face of this failure. I don't think that he's the Mets' biggest problem. But when you're the manager of a team that's 9-19, when you're the manager of a team that underachieved last year, sometimes you do the only thing you can do. Now, is Stearns more at fault? Yeah, but you don't get a quick fix usually firing your general manager. It did work for the Buffalo Sabres, but for the most part, and then who you're replacing him with and all that decision's going to come at the end of the season. If the Mets end up losing 90 games, he's most likely gone. But if you want to kind of stir the pot a little bit, get things going, and I understand, Alan made a great point. These players have all defended Carlos Mendoza, but they have not supported him on the field. So guess what? Your words are empty. They don't mean anything to me. I've got to do something here. All of the people screaming, it's early. One of the reasons you take advantage of it being early is you do something so there's time to figure it out. But just to sit there and watch this team and just wait for it to blossom, just wait for it all to come together. This was the series. This was the homestand where it was supposed to come together.
Yeah.
All right?
And it's been the same.
You had an okay Minnesota team, a lousy Rockies team, and a lousy Washington Nationals team. And I said no less than 6-3. Well, guess what? They're 6 games through the homestand. They're 2-4. So even if they sweep the Nationals, which I don't have zero confidence in,
why would
you're
you
still going to
believe
finish this pivotal homestand against lousy teams 5-4.
In a place where you had to make up, as you said, at least 3 games.
And this was the soft part of the schedule early on. They're last in the entire league in runs scored, 92. All right. They are 23rd in the league in hits. And when it comes to walks, 27th.
Yeah.
So it's like clearly not great contact and not great at just working counts either.
No, and they're making pitchers with 6 earned run averages look like Sandy Koufax.
Yeah. I mean, strikeout. I like the swing and miss stuff. To me, is what I was mostly curious about. Because if you're not walking, or you're striking out a ton. I mean, they're in the bottom 10. They're in the bottom third in the league in strikeouts, but not way at the bottom.
Well, and you know what? You had Soto out, and then now Lindor's out. But still, there's a lot of guys you're counting on to be better than this, and it hasn't been close. But hey, whatever. You're 9-19. Flavio in Brooklyn, you're on ESPN New York. What's up, man?
Hey, Don. So I truly am on the same boat as you. I'm starting to feel like this might be a conspiracy that MLB probably told Steve Cohen to chill and not to overspend, because correct me if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Theo Epstein also somebody that was available that they could have looked into getting it as a GM?
Oh, he's available,
I feel like he would have done a better job. And then imagine what he would have done. He would have, you would have had him in Queens. He already has a history of, fixing the Red Sox, fixing the White Sox. If he would have put that on his resume, him fixing the Mets, I mean, come on. To me, I felt like that was a no-brainer. But
who's that?
I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
Theo Epstein.
Well, isn't he with the Red Sox? Isn't he back in their ownership?
No, he's not.
He's not in the Fenway ownership? He didn't move into their ownership group?
If he did, I think it was recently. I think he might have been available at the time.
Well, at the time, yes, he was. But
at the time,
but Buster, we talked to Buster about that, and Buster's saying that I believe he was looking more for ownership interest now. At that, he had done it already at the general manager level. I think he was looking for bigger things. He was working for the league at the time.
Yeah, I think I think he was looking for something more than just being a general manager of a team.
I think he was looking to be in ownership.
From the conspiracy theory standpoint, it just felt like Cohen wanted Stearns from the get-go.
Yep.
You heard it. He's just waiting for his contract to expire with Milwaukee. There were rumors that he was like feeding the Mets information when he was in Milwaukee, trying to advise, help out with the situation. He just seemed to be the guy from the get-go. Why? Was it because you liked his mind, that he grew up a Met fan, local kid? Or was there something about the fact that it sends out the message, this is a guy that isn't going to spend willy-nilly. This is a guy that thinks analytically, that is not going to spend money. How are we going to be able to at least keep some of the contracts conservative? Now, again, they have the second highest payroll in baseball, but a lot of that has to do with the fact of buying out Scherzer and Verlander, giving the contract extension to Lindor, which was something that happened before Stearns, if you remember.
Yeah.
And then obviously Soto was something they felt like they had to do, right? It was probably as much a business decision as it was a baseball decision.
Felt like a big move at the time.
A big move.
But Don, look.
And also the analytic thing, because he didn't even talk to Buck. Buck was gone.
Yeah.
Buck was absolutely, because Buck was somebody that was going to push back. That's why these people that think that Alex Cora is coming here, listen, he probably would have kept Buck, right? Buck did a good job here, but Buck was a guy that was going to probably fly by the seat of his pants, and Stearns doesn't want that.
And by the way, to some degree, fly by the seat. Still the modern-day version of fly by the seat of his pants.
Good point.
But have some gut.
Right.
Yes,
I mean,
some
the
gut.
days of Whitey Herzog, are gone.
But
I still feel like I feel like the balance should be there, and the balance is there with him. But let me now let's just take, and as we move on from Cohen, as we're trying to figure out like what's happening at the very top of his organization, this is where, to me, the disconnect of Stearns as a guy who grew up a fan, the whole story about him being a Mets fan and loving the Mets the way he did and all that, and now he has what should be his dream job. I don't want him at the podium speaking in monotones and not really telling you any true honesty, but just giving you fluff and talking about the team. You know what I really like? All right, let's get down to it. What would the Met fan in you, what would the kid say to you right now about this? Like, sometimes I would like just a little bit of personality, please.
You know what's really interesting about that?
I want to see you a little annoyed, pissed off. It's okay for you to say, you know what? I brought in Simeon, and he's not doing it. I brought in this guy. I believed in him. We need better. It's okay to say that.
I know.
Doesn't make sense to sit here and just drone on about your team.
The fan thing is all cute and adorable.
You don't think he was a fan?
No, I'm sure he was. But do you think he did any different in Milwaukee than he's doing here? Like, you think that he's trying to be better at his job with the Mets because he was a Met fan?
It's not a little bit, like it doesn't feel different, Don?
I don't know.
Don.
It's a job.
Don.
At the end of the day, it's a job.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, please. That's what this is about.
All right. You called games for the Rangers.
Yes.
You called play-by-play Rangers. The first time you called the Devil game, didn't it hit different?
It hit different.
You did the job professionally, yes. But wasn't there a little something extra because of that kid in you that's like, this is my thing?
It made it feel more special because I was finally calling games and working with a team that I grew up following. But did I work any harder? Did I do the job any differently? But at the end of the day, how I go about my job isn't going to be any different, right? So when Maeda was in Florida with the Panthers, I'm sure he worked just as hard for the Panthers as he's going to do with the Devils.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you're a fan makes it feel a little bit more special,
right,
and a little bit more prideful maybe, but the ins and outs, the nuts and bolts of the job are no different. When I prepared to do a Ranger game, when I did a Ranger game, I called it with the same effort
yes, you did.
and the same work as I do with the Giants.
That's not what I asked.
With the Devils.
That's not what I asked. All right, this is why I asked it. It has nothing to do with how you do the job. It has to do with understanding the job. And this is what I mean. He went to Milwaukee. Does he have a deep, rich history on the Milwaukee Brewers? Something that he, just because you can, like, you're an encyclopedia. You know moments, right? Like, you understand it. So to me, if he truly was a Met fan growing up, what's happening right now, he should be losing his mind because he knows this is what this franchise does. It's his reasoning why he wanted to build the team the way he wanted to build it, because he wanted what you said, sustained success, and not just chasing after stars and not having this up and down, up and down. What he wanted was every year better. And his words, not ours.
Right.
His words, we will have a better team when we start the season than the team we finish the season with. And that is false. It's not true. And if he knows Met history and he lived it as a kid, this should be killing him right now.
Oh, it should be killing
because
him.
Because it's different when you know the history because you lived it.
Right, but I don't know how that makes you do your job differently.
It means because you'd have more urgency in it. You wouldn't be patient.
I don't know because, again, at the end of the day, he's just trying to survive to do the best job that he can, no matter what. Listen,
I don't want you surviving.
When I
do the job.
Again, full disclosure, I was upset when the Rangers lost because I wanted to call a victory. I wanted the team to do well. But the losses that the Devils suffered this year hurt more because I have an emotional attachment to the team.
Okay.
But it didn't affect how I went about doing my job because I always give the best effort I can.
Don.
So he might be emotionally disgusted with his team.
But you can't go to the podium.
But it's not going to change.
Don, you can't go to the podium and talk to the media as if you are managing or you are the general manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is the Mets. This is your team. Right?
Right.
Like you know how the fans feel right now, and you're giving them nothing. Monotone?
Because I
dude.
really don't
Isn't that good
know
who the person
him well.
is? Isn't that
That
just who he
might
is?
be who he is.
No, come on.
That's something.
You know what I'm saying,
You gotta
Peter?
know
It's
better.
like I don't know if it changes the way he does his job, no matter what team he does it for, because it's still his job.
Yeah, what Alan's trying to say is because of that, he wants to get something else. I think your point is being proven correct, though, Don. Is that this is what he's got?
That's who he is.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's
I
giving
didn't
you the
know
best
him
he
in
got.
I'm not denying what you're saying. I'm asking what I'm asking is shouldn't there be a little more than just the standard? I'm just going to read off all the platitudes I can think of right now just to feed you whatever quotes you want. What was that, Saturday? What was the day that he talked to the media? And I'm looking at this like, what is are you what?
I
No.
don't. But
This
are
has
there
to mean
general
more.
managers that wear their heart on their sleeve? They're all businessmen, right? Even Brian Cashman sometimes kind of loses his cool.
He gets a little
with
pissed
the
off.
media, but otherwise, it's very monotone. It's very. I just think it comes with doing the job as a general manager.
Well,
because if
this
you
still is
show
an
your
entertainment
card,
business.
you're saying when you show emotion, you're showing your cards, right? And if you're showing your cards, you could be taken advantage of.
Oh,
I go, let's call. Stearns is panicking over there. His favorite team is losing games. Let's give him a call. Maybe you'll make a panic move.
Or maybe in the clubhouse they realize the boss is a little like you hear him talking.
Yeah, but you
need to put a little edge in that room right now. And if the manager's not going to do it,
do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I built this team. I brought you in
know,
here.
but you got to have that personality. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that swagger to do that.
I agree.
If you
I agree.
All right.
Then that's why the owner
like Lynch in San
Somebody's got to
Francisco.
do it.
Like Lynch in San Francisco, right? He's a general manager going to walk into the room and go, "All right, guys, I built this team. Get to work." You know why? Because he played in the secondary in Tampa, won a Super Bowl. Like these guys, I'm sure the players, no offense, probably look at these guys as like nerds. Like, get out of the room. What are you doing? It was very uncomfortable when Steve Phillips used to walk in the room, made all the players and Bobby Valentine uncomfortable. Like, what are you doing here, man? This is for ball players. You know, I know you built the team, but go in your office and stick your face in the computer and go find us players.
Well,
the motivating speeches from GMs are very difficult.
It's not a motivating speech because I'm not talking. I'm not addressing the team.
Players, right? It's about.
I'm
the
talking
fans.
to the media. I'm talking to the fans. I'm letting the fans know I am not happy with this. We got a problem because this is not what we expected, and it better get better.
And then so you go out there and do that, and then what? Steve Cohen's going to sabotage you by tweeting, "Oh, we're really close."
Well, that can't.
If
happen.
the wind was blowing out, that would have been a home run. We would have won the game.
That
then
can't
what
happen.
does it matter?
All right, so then no one can say anything because Mendoza we know won't do it because he's got to deal with players every day. He's not going to do it. Who's doing it? This is the part where I said it starts at the top.
You know what? You talk about Steve Cohen wearing his Met hat. He could do it.
He certainly should.
I've got the second highest payroll in baseball. Instead of encouraging tweets, everybody loves the Steinbrenner. Like, hey, this better. If something you telling me that wouldn't send shockwaves through the room if Steve Cohen tweeted out, if we don't see change soon, then we don't see this team starting winning soon. Some major changes are coming.
This is why we always live in this world of like the George way wasn't the right way, and today it wouldn't work. And maybe that's true full time. But every now and then, to channel George for an owner is still important.
Well,
because you got to let the players know.
But it doesn't have to be, firing and rehiring, Billy Martin 7 times or, rip it into one of your individual players. Just send it like, hey, I'm not happy.
Eggshells around a team because you're afraid it's going to fall
apart. It's not
apart.
going to turn around. I'm sorry. Too early. It's disgusting. I hate hearing it. But you know what I like to talk about?
What?
The fact that just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice,
I knew it.
Viking Pest Control protects your home.
Of course they
and
do.
I know, because I use Viking at my own place.
Yes, you do.
As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trust, experience, and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control with mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out. NFL Binge is next.
The Knicks.
Rebound, Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl-Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking special drops you don't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part? It's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. We're talking special drops you don't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part? It's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? SafeStep walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. SafeStep walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. SafeStep walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We still have this problem spot in Queens, LIE eastbound, just after the Cross Island. Broken down SUV moved to the right lane. You're packed there from the Van Wyck. You stay on the brakes eastbound. Some police department activity slowing you down by Willis Avenue in Nassau County. Messy ride in the Bronx, first on the Hutch northbound over by Bartow Avenue and the drawbridge. A crash in the left lane. Traffic is crawling there from Pelham Parkway. Another collision on the Deegan northbound by Jerome. Right lane is out. Solid ride heading over to the outbound George in the Cross Bronx from Yankee Stadium. Inbound George just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln and Hull and Summers about 5 to 10 minutes each. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that Fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
This is...
We're going to rub football all over ourselves today.
I did consume a lot of football back in the day, pre-kids, in my underwear.
The NFL Binge.
You watching every game, baby? Are you watching?
How about them Cowboys?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NFL Binge for the last time until we start doing it again. You know what I mean? It'll be soon. Don't you worry. Before you know it, the football season's back.
I can't wait.
I can wait. I want to take my time. I want to enjoy every moment.
No.
Not rushing back to foos. I'm just getting into the NHL and NBA now. This is my time. You know I don't play with the regular season. This is go time. So, but right now we're going to rejoice in the weekend that was.
It was interesting.
Let's talk about what picks give you the most movement. We'll start with your New York Giants there, Donald. Of course, Arvell Reese, the linebacker. Picked at 5 overall, then at 10 overall, Maui Noah, the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
You got Colton Hood from Tennessee, the corner.
Like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, the wide receiver in the 3rd round.
That's not nothing.
Defensive tackle, Bobby Jamison Travis from Auburn. I call him BJT.
Sure.
J.C. Davis from Illinois in the 6th round. That's another offensive tackle. And Jack Kelly from BYU, the linebacker, they also grabbed in the 6th round.
Well, the thing is that all you can go by is, did they fill needs? Did they check boxes? Yes, they did. What are these players going to project out to be? God only knows. But you can't tell me they didn't address their needs, right? You need an offensive lineman. You need a special defender after trading Dexter Lawrence away. You needed help in the secondary. I mean, they really addressed everything I think you were looking for.
Now, let's hear if Mel Kiper feels the same way.
Reese wasn't expected to be there, and once Tate went to Tennessee, it opened up Reese. So that was the thing there that made it possible. And knowing John Harbaugh in the trenches, traditional old school, that's what he did. He went for the guy who can be combo, or he went for the guy who can help Jackson Dart and Maui Noah, which is exactly what Jim did with the Chargers when he took Joe Alt over all the skill players we thought could go there on offense. So very similar type of philosophy. And ironic that Downs went 1 pick later to Dallas Cowboys. So that's a culture changer. We talked about it for the Jets. Downs could have been that. He certainly will be there for the Dallas Cowboys, who had no defense last year. So it's interesting. Dallas gets Downs 1 pick after the Giants, same division, and then Philadelphia makes a deal with the Cowboys, or Dallas makes a deal to allow Philadelphia to go up and get Mekhi Lemon. So it's amazing. We're going to be watching those two situations very closely to see how Downs is moving forward. And as Mekhi Lemon, you allow them to come get Lemon in that division. Philadelphia.
He turned into a whole NFC East breakdown. But this is the game that you're playing every time.
This kind of reminds me a little bit of when the Giants kind of let Devontae Smith go to the Eagles. Like, these are things that happen.
But wait a minute. You got...
I went limp.
You good?
I'm back.
Getting Arvell Reese at 5 is like... That's a steal.
No, it is.
That's what they say.
That's a huge win. Which we always said allowed you to do it 10, right? Like
Yeah,
you got an absolute steal at 5.
Yeah, but do you remember when the Giants threw their whole lives away? They let the Commanders get Hall of Famer Chase Young. Oh. Sorry, he's a half-decent New Orleans Saint now. Wait, is he still a Saint?
He's a Ram now.
Well, yeah, he's a Charger. So
anyway,
you never know.
If I could, Don.
And you will.
I'm going to, even if I can't. The Giants getting him at 5 is a massive day, regardless of what happened at 10. Massive. They did not think he'd be there. Right. He fell to them. And what's fun, of course, locally, is now we'll find out within a couple of years if the Jets made a mistake and let him go. Think about it.
Yeah. Well,
right? Like it's.
Well, you can straight up compare David Bailey and Arvell Reese.
And the track of both of their careers is going to be really interesting to see as it goes forward. But for them to get him at 5,
well, that's Malik Neighbors had some thoughts.
Oh, what did he say?
I'd rather get him than play against him.
Oh my God!
And the
talking
fact
Caleb
that
Downs.
it's like
the very next pick. Like you guys were up on the clock, and
I even told him, I said, "I'm coming to get you."
Hey, bro, you know Caleb Downs pick. How does this make you feel that he's going to be on the Cowboys?
I got to play against this thing again.
You call him a thing. He's so good. He's a
bro.
thing.
He's good, but he's very good, bro. He's very good. We all got him number 1. He's very good.
So Neighbors felt strongly about Caleb Downs, having played against him.
Mm-hmm.
And John Harbaugh, the coach of the Giants, to you and me, a.k.a. the former president of the United States, he spoke back on Neighbors' comments about Downs.
We had a great conversation with that. Malik came in the next morning, and sat up there, and we were talking about it, and he made himself clear. It's like he even said, if you go back and you watch it, I appreciated kind of where he's coming from. I mean, you're in a podcast, and you're talking ball, and he's just like, well, how they got to use the guy? How's he going to play? And don't get me wrong. He said, don't get me wrong. And I think maybe we got him wrong, out there a little bit, because that's what we do in our world. We look at one thing and we say, well, he must be mad about it. And it's like he said, man, I was curious about how you're going to use him. And I showed him how we're going to use him, and he's fired up about it. But I appreciate it. One thing that you'll kind of probably see as we go here, we don't get too worried about stuff. It's like as long as the person's heart's in the right place, as long as the person really cares, a player, a coach, or anybody, and you really want what's best for everybody. You're coming from he's got a good heart and a good place. Say what you think. Put it out there. We talk all the time about confronting everything that has to do with our football. And so Malik wants to know how we're going to use our first round pick. I want to show him. I want to explain it to him. And the fact that he says it publicly, who cares?
Yeah,
grown man.
I really don't. I don't hate that at all. It's a nice response.
That's a grown man. That's a confident dad that understands how to handle the kids when they mouth.
Well, literally,
right?
these are kids
when they run their mouth.
But it's also what I loved about it is letting them know that hey, it's a thing, but not a big deal. I'm going to explain to him why we made the right pick. Yeah. But I also understand he's emotional and he's going to have to go up against this kid, and he loves him so much. But this is why players aren't general managers, because they think about themselves instead of about the whole team. But we worry as fans, does this mean there's going to be a bridge now between or a disconnect between the coach and the wide receiver? And is he going to want to get out of there? Well, this is the reason why it's not an issue.
Right.
Because he's not being disciplined. He's not being talked to like a child. He's just saying, I'll explain to him. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it, but it's not a big deal.
Well, and also listen.
Now, this was about Mo and Noah, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
But if you listen closely to what Neighbors is saying, you don't need to give him any major discipline because you can hear the tone and intention is just about how good Downs is.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not trying to diss Maui Noah.
Yeah.
He's saying, oh, man, Caleb Downs. Whew.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what this is about.
I have to deal with Caleb Downs.
This is respect for Downs more than it is about Maui Noah. And by the way, if Maui Noah turns into a guy that's protecting the quarterback and coming up with big blocks, he's going to love him. Why?
Yeah.
Because it'll help you catch the football, because this dude's keeping people from knocking your quarterback out.
And these players know each other. They take care of each other. And I'm sure deep down, Neighbors wanted the Giants to take down.
Yeah.
And he expressed himself. But
now, here you go.
Precious so.
Now, to you, Alan Hahn.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. David Bailey, the edge rusher. Obviously, you get him at 2. You get Kenyon Sadiq. Now, could the Jets, for the first time in the history of life, have a good tight end? It's possible.
They might have 2.
Maybe 2. They get Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
They get the wide receiver, Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. They
trade back in to first to get Cooper, which, he had big catches with Mendoza.
So that means obviously they think he's an impact. You're trading back into the first round to get him. You obviously believe this is someone who can do something immediately.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Pons, the cornerback from Indiana.
Nickel guy. He's fast as hell. Not that big, but they love what they can. I think Glenn was talking about, and again, Glenn wasn't a big stature corner either, so I think there's some respect there. But a big play guy. So they loved him as a potential nickel corner.
Then they go out and get Darrell Jackson Jr., tackle from Florida State, defensive tackle. They get Cade Klubnik, quarterback from Clemson, who's going to compete for the third string spot. Is that what the hope is there?
I don't know.
They grabbed him in the fourth round.
Who's the backup?
Yeah, who's the backup? Or is it just for the backup spot? Well, either way. Inez Cooper, guard from Miami, and then VJ Payne, safety from Kansas State. They grabbed in the 7th round.
I thought the Jets had a really good draft, and it's another example of what we've been saying about. I mean, I think Muji is showing himself to be
Mujinator.
I mean, he's a really good general manager, and it's not just from picks. It's his ability to be agile. It's his understanding of what's happening around the league to know where I can get who I want, where I want it. That's, I think, important when it comes to it. Now, Joe Douglas was good in the draft for the most part. The thing that killed him was he was bad when it comes to finding a quarterback. Well, so for Muji, that's the next thing. But they have 3 first-rounders again next year and a ton. I think Darren Orlovsky said they got like $150 million in cap space. So finding the quarterback might not be in the draft.
Well, they've put themselves together a pretty interesting offense. That if Geno Smith can get back to what he was in Seattle.
You protect him, I think he can.
This could be a team that should be able to score some points.
It'd be fun.
Now, that's going to frustrate some Jet fans because that might mean some wins.
What's wrong with wins?
I don't have any problem with wins, but
no
there
one
are people
wants
that
wins.
will have
If you have
problems
cap
with wins.
space and you have talent, look at the skill that they potentially could have on that side of the ball. You're selling that to somebody who is in a situation he doesn't want to be in anymore.
Or that with 3 first-round picks, maybe you move up if you feel you want to get Arch Manning or whoever is going to be the big quarterback.
I got to remind people, when the Detroit Lions did what they did, right? They didn't tank and get a quarterback.
No.
They traded for one. They had a guy who was great. He didn't want to be there anymore, and they brought in Jared Goff, who had been to a Super Bowl. And Jared Goff has had a great career in Detroit, has he not?
Yeah.
I'll say so.
Very good.
Very good.
You gave him, he's got skill around him, and they've been very good. So I think that, and that's where Glenn comes from. I don't think the Jet mindset is to tank and draft a quarterback and let him grow up. I think we're going to get a ton of skill, and we're going to see if we can attract a veteran quarterback who might want to have a chance to win here.
Well,
I think that's the plan.
Well, the big battle to watch in camp will be for the backup quarterback job between the aforementioned Cade Klubnik from Clemson and Bailey Zappi. I mean, that's one you dream about, fighting for the backup spot.
He's still on the team.
Listen, Zappi might have some of that New England magic left in him.
Oh, man, that was special. So that is it. That is your final edition,
special?
ladies and gentlemen.
Final? You sure?
Yeah, the binge, baby. Yeah. It'll be back. It'll be back.
Well, there's a weekend to recap and want to hear from you about it at 1-800-919-3776. We got to talk about the Knicks as well, but Alan's going to tell you about something very important.
Yeah, because if you own a small business, I need you to listen up right now. In New York, every block is a business. Every minute counts. Amazon Hub Delivery lets you earn extra revenue from the business you already run. See, listen, you and your staff can deliver packages right in your neighborhood on a schedule that works for you. It's a smart way to keep your hustle going, bring in more revenue, more visibility, and stay connected to the community you already serve every day. So Christine, she's the owner of All Breed Cat and Dog Grooming in Verona, New Jersey. She loves the flexibility of Amazon Hub Delivery. She takes grooming appointments in the morning and then delivers packages in the afternoon around her business's schedule. And getting started, it's easy. No delivery experience needed, no long-term contracts, and best of all, no startup costs. New York local businesses, are you ready to make your next move? Visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The Knicks.
Rebound, Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner 3. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl-Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I thought it was really interesting the way it played out for the Giants because nobody thought the Giants were going to take Reese because they didn't think Reese was going to be there at 5. I think they were kind of in shock that Reese was there 5 and Mauanoa was there 10. Right. Because they were two guys that were just really up high on their draft board. If Caleb Downs turns out to be this era's Ronnie Lott, you're going to massively regret it.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Knicks fans, join Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg for a live broadcast presented by TickPick. Come see the guys at Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden at 215 West 35th Street before this Tuesday's pivotal Game 5. Get there early, grab a drink, be part of the energy as the guys break down the matchup, set the stakes, and get you locked in for tip-off. It's your pregame headquarters with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live this Tuesday at Stout NYC starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by TickPick.
Why? But why Jamboree?
On this day, this album came out.
But who cares? And I say that lovingly.
Hey, there's a lot of reasons why people care. That's why people buy at Ramsey Mazda.
Oh!
It's their selection. It's their customer service. It's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $249 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
So creative.
Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN T0102819. MSRP $33,675. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26. Now I'm being mocked because how creative is it? I give the same thing.
No, it was so good.
But
you give good VIN.
Oh, listen.
The best. You give the best VIN. By the way, I want to apologize to the Klubnik family. I've seen it's Klubnik.
Klubnik. Yeah.
Whatever.
I didn't want to be the guy that
you could have been. Why? What you be that? That's called being a friend.
Corrected you.
No, you
kind of looked at you and I went Club.
You know, you can't do that.
I did. I was like,
you went like this.
Club. It's Club.
Club's Club. I took a guess.
I went like
KLU to me gave Clue.
No.
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's Kluber, right? That's a baseball.
By the way, I actually believe they changed. I'm not kidding. I believe the family's wrong and I'm right.
When I
bet
wanted
it's
to tell
Klubnik.
you, and I just how players now they covered the mouth.
Yeah.
Klubnik. Hey, it's Klubnik.
But I honestly, I believe they're wrong. I believe
KLUB.
I do. I think they probably liked it better. They're like, hey, we like the sound of Klubnik. I got news for you. Neither's great.
No.
Klubnik and Klubnik. I mean, tomato, dude. It's not awesome. But hey, I want to respect what their wishes are. So the Klubnik family.
Wouldn't it be nice
by
that
week 7 he'll be the starter?
Well, then we're going to have to know his name.
Then I better learn it.
Better get it right.
No, I hope.
But
we're
Club
gonna have
Nick, like
we're
if
gonna
he
have
was
him
a
on the
Nick,
show.
right? You'd have a Club Nick.
That's right. Oh, like the Knicks fan club,
right?
If you will,
because they always come up with those funny things like Knicks tape. Remember?
Yeah.
Then a mixtape.
I never.
# Club Nick.
That's it.
Yeah, they ran hard with the Knicks.
That's
tape.
like the block party. You could call that 33rd Street. That could be Club Nick.
Right? Easy change right there.
You know what I mean?
Imagine if he's like popular. He's like the best player in town.
Could be.
We don't know.
Well, maybe this is
we
the
don't
Jets
know.
Tom Brady, right?
That's the funniest thing about just post-draft talk is just like, Arvell Reese, what a steal. This, that's so great.
No, I guarantee you, there's a guy
5
on the
years
list.
from now, no idea.
There's a guy on the list that nobody's talking about that by October we'll all be talking about.
And I mean, we just mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 players.
Yep.
Of the 15, realistically, how many turn out to be great? One great. One great.
And by the way,
5.
I think I would go
good.
On average, would you say 0.5? If we had to do an average.
Out of every 15, how many are greats?
Every 15 every year. It's going to be 0.5. Because there's going to be years where it's 0 out of the 15.
Well, think about it like this. How many?
Great's
there's 200 players drafted, right? Yeah. How many players are great every year?
Yeah,
Not many.
Oh, my God.
Is it 10 a year? No. It's probably less.
It's got to be. Yeah. When you say great.
We're talking like we're considering Hall of Fame.
You're talking like all pro, going to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Or like they're in the conversation at least.
Draft upon draft. How many are you getting every year? Can't be more than 5.
Speaking of which, completely unrelated, but it made the brain, whatever goes on in this thing, trigger. It has been interesting in the playoffs to see a couple of moments with Bronny where you're like, he's playing serviceable basketball in playoff games.
Game 3.
Yeah.
When he gave him the layup alley-oop.
Yeah, the layup oop. And a very funny tweet moving around was like, LeBron literally created someone to catch his oops. Like he needed someone. He literally made it himself.
The layup.
Not draft.
He's
not trade for.
No.
Not sign.
The kid played.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He's like he's getting a little bit of useful time in the playoffs.
Well, I mean,
in year 2.
Yeah, playing the Rockets. Rockets are just
that.
brutal.
But I had a moment where I was excited about that series.
Until KD, just everything hurts.
Yeah, it's not.
He didn't play in either home game. You know how banged up you got to be to say I'm good
on home games in the playoffs.
Both playoff home games. I'm all set. Can't do it.
What's a home?
And in
game
3, he didn't even sit on the bench. Yeesh.
Yesterday he wasn't on the bench?
No, game 3 wasn't on the bench. Game 4 he was.
Sorry, game 4.
He was waving bye-bye to Ayton.
But he didn't play.
I'm in it, boys, right now. Like I'm
You're watching everything.
My consumption level is through the roof.
It better be. You're on Get Up 3 days a week. You're on MSG every other night.
Yeah, I'm on the hamster wheel, man. It's crazy. Don't ask me about regular life things. Can't do it. No answers for you.
It's all basketball.
That's all we want from you.
It's all Knicks, which we'll do.
That's it.
Coming up. Tessa and Caldwell, you're on ESPN New York. Hi, Tessa.
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for taking my call. I appreciate it so much. Friday I was calling in to talk about the the first 2 picks, but then I lost my signal, but whatever. I'm glad I got through today. But I just wanted to say that it's just like, normally I'm yelling, screaming, whatever. I'm just so calm now because I feel real fulfilled to have a head coach that just, I don't know, it's excitement through my body. Like, this man know what he's doing. Like you guys said, and even Peter pointed out how he addressed the whole Malik Neighbors situation. Like, it just feels so good to know that, like, I really feel like we're headed in the right direction. Like, our trajectory is, like, straight up to the sky. And it's, to be honest with you, like, Avril Reese, he was the number 1 pick for us. Like, he was available. Let's go get him. Yes, at first I wanted Downs, of course, but because I didn't think Reese would be available. But for him to be available, I'm super excited. And number 10, that big back, amazing man. Like, I'm so excited to have CeCe. Like, you guys know how I feel about the O-line. How many years have I been just crying about the O-line? And then we added more to it. And then the cornerback, Hood, are you kidding me? This guy looked like he's going to be a leech on people. Like, it's like, I read something that he had like 691 covered snaps, no TDs. PFF got it wrong. He explained that it was wrong. It's like this man looked like that's all he want to do is play for us. I feel like we, from the outside looking in, and what it appears, let me not get crazy, we just got a really good draft class. They seem like they're going to be good dudes. They're going to wake up on time and not set their alarm clock, you know what I mean? They're just going to, they don't seem like they're going to be divas like that. They just seem like they're just going to want to come in and work. And it seems like they're going to play violent football. They're just going to want to just knock people's heads off.
When you bring in, no matter what they do, Tessa, in free agency or who they drafted, their biggest acquisition is John Harbaugh because he lends credibility to this organization. You know the Giants are committed to winning by bringing in a coach like that. So why wouldn't the players be all fired up? And that's no offense to Dable or Judge or Shermer or any of the other coaches they've had since Tom Coughlin, is that John Harbaugh was brought in here initially to stabilize and eventually get this team back to winning. So when you become a New York Giant, you got to figure, hey, we've got a chance to be competitive again. And that's important. He will end up being their biggest acquisition. Joe in Oceanside, you're on ESPN New York. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Don.
What's up?
Love you guys. I think Giants defense is going to be, forget about it. They're going to be great. I think if you slide Kevin Thibodeau, you can't get rid of him. You put him where Dexter was, and you put all the guys on the front line, and Harbaugh will get Banks to play, and he'll get the guys from New Orleans to play. We got a great chance of having to shut down defense.
Well, I think if they were interested in trading Kayvon Thibodeau, it was probably before the draft.
Yeah.
Once the draft started.
Not sure you want to play him at defensive tackle, though.
No. But I think replacing as far as being a really good player for them, I think it's so interesting. We talk about having the last time they had 2 picks in the first round, they went with Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau.
You were happy with him.
You loved Evan.
You were great at the time, but the question mark was Thibodeau. Because remember, he didn't have a great meeting with the Giants. Jets were like, I'm
felt
good.
Like, his motor was the issue.
And Neal was the can't miss.
Yep.
And then Neal has moved to guard, a mess. And Thibodeau, even though he's had his issues, still ended up being the better of the 2 picks. That's why it really is such a crapshoot at the end of the day. Want to let you know, Knicks fans, join us for a live broadcast presented by TickPick at Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden at 215 West 35th Street before tomorrow's pivotal Game 5. When you think about Stout, you might have came last year. It's moved to 35th Street. So don't go to the other place because I don't know.
I was confused today. We were talking about. I was like, "What are you people saying?"
Based on the way things have gone, it's probably a dispensary now. It seems like anything that closes and reopens, it's now a dispensary.
Has to be. It's not good.
Go to 35th Street. I guess it was 33rd last year or 31st, whatever it was. So it's a different location.
It was 33rd. It used to be on 33rd, right on the east side of 7th Avenue. Now it's on 35th, I believe, on the west side of 7th Avenue.
So it's a different place, and we're going to be breaking it all down, getting you ready for tip-off. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg tomorrow at Stout NYC, starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the best prices. Speaking of the Knicks, we'll dive into that coming up in their weekend. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg till 7 o'clock right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner in the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Hitting the brakes on the belts eastbound in Brooklyn. A crash over by the Mill Basin Bridge. Slow crawl heading toward Flatbush Avenue from the Verrazano. Another crash on the Grand Central eastbound in Queens. 2 lanes blocked right before the LIE. Solid ride there from LaGuardia. They picked up that accident on the Deegan northbound by Jerome. Still have some heavy delays in the Bronx. You're solid there from Yankee Stadium. Heading over to the outbound George and the Cross Bronx. Inbound George looking really good for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln already about 5 to 10 minutes. Outbound Helen 10 to 15. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that Fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it is game time, fellas.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's totally time.
It's one game. That's all we got. Now, there's plenty of NBA and NHL playoffs, but as far as anything with an NY before the name, it's the Yankees and the Texas Rangers. Their series begins at 8:05. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Can't say I was surprised by the Knicks bouncing back. Matter of fact, Peter wasn't surprised. He put 5 honey.
That's right, 5 honey to you and me, baby.
Cover, what was it, 1.5, something like that?
Went to sleep.
Now,
took a nap.
Alan brought it up earlier when we first started the show. We kind of teased all the subjects that were going to be coming up in the ensuing 4 hours. That's the Knicks saying, all right, enough. Let's get back to work. Win big.
No more reindeer games.
They're a plus 25-point differential in the series because the 2 wins the Hawks had were just by a point.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's back to work. Knicks will win the next 2 games. I'm assuming you feel that way, Alan. And it'll go 6. I'm more in the camp of I think the Knicks are going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little dicey in the fourth quarter. That's kind of how things go with them. But, Alan, you believe they kind of stabilized the situation, not just by winning, but how they won the game, basically winning from start to finish.
Their approach, which has been this year always the most inconsistent thing about them, is, the physicality they brought to the game was a real thing. They made a switch, a couple of things. They put Josh Hart on McCollum, the bigger body. They were protecting Brunson more instead of them hunting Brunson every time down the floor. Mm-hmm. They did a better job of hiding him, and other people would come over and handle some business. It certainly helped that the Hawks couldn't make a 3 to save their lives. I mean, they really missed some early threes, and it just clearly got in their head, as for a young team that would happen. But I just think their approach was just better, and that's what mattered. And then the other part of it is maybe, just maybe, conceding the idea, finally, that this is Karl Anthony Towns' series and got to let him do what he does. Because, you gave the plus 25 and it's a 2-2 series, which is insane. Imagine being point differential of 25 points and yet your series tied because you couldn't make 2 shots late in the game.
Yeah.
Right, in both games. They make 2 shots. This is a sweep, but that's where we are. But this number also stands out. Karl Anthony Towns on the court in this series. 130 minutes played. The Knicks are plus 46 in those minutes.
Wow.
When he is off the court for the 62 minutes that he has not played, they're minus 21. That's pretty dramatic, wouldn't you say?
That is very dramatic.
So this tells you when he's on the floor, they're a better team. And what we saw in Game 4 was them playing through him, letting him be a passer and taking Brunson off the ball. So they can't trap him. They can't make him small by putting like 2 big bodies on him. Now he can't see. He's got to shoot over. And everybody else now is standing still because Brunson's got to dribble his way out of trouble. No. Get it to the big fella. Let him do what he does top of it. There's some screen setting happening. Anunoby has benefited from it. Anunoby's had a great series, by the way. So to me, it's what we saw there now is, what does Quinn Snyder and the Hawks do to try to stop that? Because if now you're focused on Towns, guess who now becomes a one-on-one player? Brunson. And Quinn Snyder, I'll use the quote that he said before the series started. With this offense, how to defend it, it's pick your poison. The poison they picked was Brunson. Let's take him out of it. And I think it took a little bit of resistance, but there has to be, you've got to accept that this is Towns' series, and you've got to trust that he can help you win it. And that's what's going to make the start of Game 5 so interesting, is do they get right to it, or do the Hawks have a response to that, and now the Knicks have to adjust again? I just think defensively they were where they needed to be, and they hadn't been there for the whole series. They were very good in Game 1 for the most part. In Game 2, they gave it away, and they know it. In Game 3, they had a terrible start and then figured it out later in the game. So is this simply a series because of 2 quarters?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when you look at plus 25.
Right. Now, be careful because there are times where you lose a series where you won the games big, but you lose games close. I mean, they're all worth games. You go back to the 1960 World Series. Remember the Pirates-Yankees? Yankees won every game by like 10 runs, and the Pirates ended up winning the series. Like all 4 were like close one-run games. And that can happen. But I don't think anybody, even after
but
they
if you're
lost,
the better team, you're supposed to win.
Even after losing Game 3, I don't think anybody thought they were going to lose the series. They were just worried that, hey, man, this thing might end up going 7.
Right.
Which it still may.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks could very easily win tomorrow and then lose in Atlanta and have to come back and play a Game 7.
And that's on Saturday.
The thing to be careful. So Saturday would be the potential Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is that earlier tomorrow, the 7 o'clock tip is going to be the Celtics taking on.
And that series is over.
Yeah, the series is over, right? Okay, against the Sixers. If the Sixers take care of business and win tomorrow,
on the road,
which they could. They're up 3-1. Maybe they win. Maybe they lose.
I'm not buying it, but yeah.
You mean the Celtics?
You're saying
you said if the Sixers
win?
I'm sorry, the Celtics win.
Oh, if the Celtics, yeah.
No,
Seriously.
if the Celtics win game 5.
Yeah.
Then they're off.
Yeah.
They're done.
Right.
They can rest. Tatum can rest.
Sure.
And the Knicks still have to play Thursday, no matter what happens tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it gets dicey. Is that now the Celtics, they wrap things up. Now you got the rest versus rusting. But that's the thing is that I'm sure the Celtics would appreciate some time off. I don't know when game 1 would begin.
I'm thinking now I don't know. There's nothing that's been.
But let's say the Knicks win tomorrow and Thursday.
If the Knicks win Thursday and close it out in 6, and the Celtics close it out tomorrow in 5.
Right.
My guess is that game 1 would likely be Sunday.
Okay.
You got to expect that you're going to get 1 or 2 game 7s. You could get one in the Toronto-Cleveland series. You could get one in what's the West? The one West series that could go 7. There aren't any.
They're all 3-1 or 3-0. So I think they could all be wrapped up.
The only thing is if somehow Denver wins too because of all the injuries
the Rockets
to
could force a game 6. They're home. They're down 3-1, and they're not playing.
They're playing Wednesday.
Game 5 until Wednesday.
Yeah, so that game 7 would probably be Friday.
Listen, the Nuggets can force
or game 6 would be Friday.
Game 6 would be Friday.
Yeah, game 7 would be Sunday.
T-Wolves are all banged up, right? So the Nuggets can win in Minnesota, force a game 6 there.
But they also kind of.
I'm
just thinking they wouldn't put a game 1 Knicks Celtics on Saturday. It's got to be that's got to be a Sunday.
All right, so that's Sunday. So I'm sure that's not that much of a rest for the Celtics, but it's a decent amount.
Right, but if you have a game 7, your game 1's now not till Tuesday.
Right.
And that
which
gives
could
the
end up
Celtics
being
almost a week off.
A week off as opposed to the Knicks that would then play Saturday and then have to play.
Yeah, no. That's why I say they are away. The sense I got out of that group and the way the leaders were talking is that they were like, how are we here? Like, this is stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they won game 4 in Atlanta on Saturday, and it wasn't like a euphoric win. It was more of a let's just go damn home now. Let's just get this. Like they understand giving away game 2 is still, they're still chasing it now, right? They're still chasing that game. They could have stole it back if they were able to finish off game 3, but they couldn't. So it's now, I think it's the frustration of what are we doing? Why are we doing this? And I think that's part of the.
You even just admitted that. The Hawks couldn't hit a 3 to start the game. If they start hitting their 3s early, maybe that's a different game.
But the problem is the only 2 guys are hitting 3s for them the whole series. Nobody else is hitting 3s for them. So that's been a struggle for them. The Knicks figured something out with the transition defense that slowed that down. And again, they are a team that in the half court is not the same team. If they're out and running, that's when they beat you. And for the most part of the series, they haven't done it except for the fourth quarter, the second half of game 2. And the first quarter of game 3. That's when they were out and running. The Knicks just lost them for a while. Then they figured it back out again. So you just got to hope that they've got it in their heads now to stay locked in and finish this thing off. But it's not easy to beat a team 3 straight times, and that's what they're going to have to do.
Now, they're 6.5-point favorite.
Which says a lot.
Which tells you that I think everybody just assumes that the Knicks are going to win this game. They're home. They just came off another blowout victory.
Yeah, 6.5's a lot.
But you're going to have to play 6. And in order to finish it off in 6, as you said, you're going to have to win 3 straight.
Yeah.
You just want to avoid the whole game 7. You just don't even want to have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about how much the Celtics can rest. Do you really, even if it's in your own building, do you really want to have to worry about an elimination game in round 1?
No.
When you're hoping that you're going to be making a run.
No, you do not want that at all. You don't. But this Atlanta team is not one to mess with. Because you're right. We saw McCollum show you this. He showed you it in game 2. That if you mess around and it's shot for shot time, they know how to stop your clutch guy. Mm-hmm. And you have Hart's been on him. Hart did a decent job on him, but McCollum still made shots in that game. So you can't mess around.
No, you can't.
That's why your approach Tuesday has to be the same physical and business-like approach that they had in game 4.
Now, we had said back on Friday, you'd feel better as a Knicks fan if the Celtics and Pistons lost and both went down 2-1. Well, Celtics did not lose game 3 nor game 4, so they're up 3-1.
Sixers gave that game away.
The Pistons did lose game 3.
How about that?
And they're in Orlando tonight.
Yeah. This series,
How about that?
This series I've talked about the Dragon Slayers, right? I always say that. And that Orlando team, something like it's the styles makes fights thing because they play the same way as the Pistons do. They are not intimidated by them in the physicality. And they have essentially just taken Jalen Duren out of the series. Duren's done nothing. This has all been on Cade. And that Magic team, they don't flinch in the face of this Pistons team. And now what else do the Pistons now have in the back of their mind? Couldn't do it last year, right?
Yeah.
Pressure on them at home.
Oh, the pressure.
Like they are now. And Cade is feeling it. He's turning the ball over again like he did against the Knicks last year. Like he's a singular star. They don't have another guy, whereas the Magic have two. That game tonight. If you're a Knicks fan, you're watching that game closely because that changes the East if the Pistons get knocked out.
It changes everything.
Everything.
And now you can go, hey, let's just really worry about the Celtics.
Well, that's the only thing after that because a lot of people probably would say if the Knicks can get to the second round and play Boston, whoever wins that series is probably winning the East.
It feels like that, doesn't it?
If Detroit gets knocked out.
Because the Cavaliers can't even finish off Toronto. That series is tied at 2.
Yes.
And no offense to the Magic, but if they were able to beat the Pistons, I guess they could say, hey, we beat the 1 seed, we can beat anybody. But I don't think anybody leaves the Magic to make a run. It will come down to the winner of Knicks Celtics is going to go all the way to the final.
And if you're watching Boston right now, they look like they are. Everything's working. Tatum looks great. He had 30 last night. They just are right now. They're in auto mode. They really are. Like,
listen, they're 2 games away from looking like crap. They
couldn't make a 3 in that game.
Right, but they're also going into the game tomorrow in Boston, an 11.5-point favorite.
But the Embiid thing. Did you guys see the Embiid thing?
What are you talking about?
Well, 40 minutes before the game, suddenly he went from doubtful to probable, and then he was starting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts the game off, and of course, Joel Embiid is the king of enough about me. Let's talk more about me. And he just waving to the crowd. He kept demanding the ball. Their offense stalled. And then on top of it, Joe Mazzulla and what he does started calling every single pick and roll and put Embiid in it. Embiid didn't know what to do. And they scored at will. Then he comes out of the game. Drummond comes in. Now Drummond's lost. Their offense now has no rhythm, no nothing. And before you could blink, they were down like 32-16.
Oh, it was over. Quick.
It was just, and you knew it was over. And now Embiid's stat line to finish the game looked impressive. I'm telling you, if you watch the game, Tyrese Maxey had 3 shots in the first half. That doesn't make sense. So them forcing him into the starting line, he could have come off the bench. They didn't do that. They made him start. He then just wants the ball all the time, takes all the shots, and he stopped their offense. They were playing. Their game 2 was great. Their game 3 was competitive. Their game 4, non-compete.
So
might have killed the series right there.
So at this point, and listen, the Pistons aren't dead. They can win by 30.
Oh yeah.
Tonight,
they
and
still, but it's a big mountain to climb.
But they're down 2-1, and they're in Orlando for Game 4. That it looks to me like right at this second, with the first round not done, there's only 4 teams you really feel like can win a championship.
In the entire playoffs?
Well, if you're telling me the Pistons are in trouble, Cavs, Raptors, neither of them are doing anything.
No.
We were just saying that if the Pistons get bounced, winner of Knicks Celtics is going to the final.
Yeah, tonight for the Pistons is the same thing as Saturday for the Knicks. It was like you're literally facing elimination if you don't win this game. They have to win this game. Now, you're right though. Look at the West. With all the injuries that have happened, the way Denver looks, and their injuries too, there's 2 teams. It's the Thunder
and the Spurs.
And
you're worried about the Spurs with Wemby, but he came back and played.
No, he was fine.
So he's fine. They're up 3-1 on the Trailblazers.
The Thunder are literally like just doing cardio to play against the Suns, by the way. They're not even – this is cardio for them. This is like scrimmaging.
So Detroit ends up out if that were to happen.
If it happens.
You'd end up now with basically you feel like there are 4 teams left.
So you'd have Thunder, Spurs. Those are legit. Boston for sure, right? And would the Knicks be the next team on the list?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If the Pistons, the Pistons.
And if the Knicks – but
even if we gave the Pistons the benefit of the doubt, if they win by 30 tonight, we're feeling a lot better about them escaping that series. But I know the regular season is different because they got blown out in all the games. I would still put the Knicks ahead of the Pistons. if the Pistons made it out.
Really?
Well,
They're gonna
the
have to
only
see
reason
each
I
other.
guess you wouldn't is because the Knicks would have to get through the Celtics and the Pistons would have to get through the Raptors or
Or the
Cavaliers.
Cavs, yeah.
So the Pistons would have the easier route to the conference final.
Yeah.
But you don't. But
I'm
again,
telling
it's
you.
all how you feel. It could change tomorrow.
Of
What about
course.
the Lakers? All right, the Lakers should beat the Rockets. You give them any chance against the Thunder.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Luka's nowhere near. Luka's
He's nowhere
only
near?
just start. Like Reeves, Austin Reeves might play Wednesday in Game 5. That's a boost. LeBron's giving you everything he can give you.
He has.
But
Reeves is a big boost.
yeah, it's a big boost. But again, he's coming off an oblique. So how does he? What kind of condition is he in? But Luka, what they're saying in LA is that he's only starting to do some on court moving around just now. So if you were to start a series with the Thunder this weekend, he still won't
He's
be
not
available. You're going to need another week to ramp up, right? It's a hamstring.
So we're talking only 2 teams in the West.
So there's no, and even then, even at full strength, the Lakers versus Thunder, it'd be really difficult to pick the Lakers in that series. So yes, I think now, I look at only 2 teams in the West that are true contenders, and then in the East right now, Boston is the only one right now you can call a true contender.
What if they got Luka back, Lakers? Could there be a world in which now you think in a series?
I mean, look,
they could scare the Thunder.
If he was healthy, yes, because of his ability to score. I mean, what he can do is otherworldly.
But if your if was a split,
right,
we'd all be high.
Yeah.
Time now for the Pinstripe starting lineup, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Grisham's leading off, playing center.
Okay.
Rice is at first, batting second. Judge is in the 3 spot.
Oh, the Judge.
And he's playing right field. Bellinger is batting cleanup. He's in left field.
Her Judge is hitting home runs again.
Jazz is going to bat 5th, and he is at second base. The Martian, Dominguez, is DHing and will bat 6th.
Oh.
Wells batting 7th.
Is this
behind
his
the plate.
season debut?
Yeah, season debut.
Called them up over the weekend.
McMahon is at third base batting 8th. Caballero is at shortstop batting right. And Freed is on the mound.
Oh, love it.
Versus Leiter. And that, my friends, is the Pinstripe starting lineup, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
You know who shouldn't ever challenge a balls and strikes ever again?
Jazz should.
Yeah.
I mean, he challenged.
He's got the worst challenges
It was
ever.
almost as if, Peter, he wanted to see how perfect it was in a graphic. Because there was, like, no shot that was going to be a ball.
Give credit to Susan Waldman. She was on it week 1 of the season.
Like, he's bad at it?
He got, 3 wrong in a row, and she just said Jazz is not very good at this. And since then, he has not been very good at
the one that he got wrong, I mean, it was blatantly down the middle. When he tapped his helmet, it's almost like the umpire should have said, "Do you have an itch? Are you sure?"
Yeah. But
they must have hit that on accident.
Like, did you, is that just...
Or maybe you're glitching out.
Are you just fixing your helmet? Like, you weren't really tapping that one, were you?
Well, listen, he's bad at prognosticating, too. Said he'd hit 50 home runs. He's got 2. So he only
Well, it's a
needs
long
48.
season, Don.
There's still
Way to
400 more at bats.
There's a way to go.
He's going to have to hit home runs like more than 10% of the time in order to be able to get there. It's not going to happen. But listen, he's fun. I'll give him that.
No, listen, there's
and the
upside.
Yankees had their 8-game winning streak snapped by losing.
It
but
happens.
Judge did hit his 10th home
Luis
run of the
Heel,
year.
not good. Sent down. He gone.
That's that.
Yeah. But you know what? You have too many pitchers anyway. So I guess it could be looked upon as a good thing.
Embarrassment of riches.
Stanton hurt, but probably good it's in April because you need him ready for October. 1-800-919-3776. Knicks have entered the conversation. You got anything to say about the Mets and Yankees? You could do that as well. The rest of general playoffs in the NBA and the NHL. Have some fun. 6 o'clock, we've got ENN. Taking it right up till 7 today.
Oh, yeah.
A full vehicle today. And then Jake Assman's going to be on at 7 because Rick was under the weather, so Dan filled in for Rick in the morning. So it's all chain reaction.
Right.
One person goes down and everything's in flux.
Well, everyone's got to jump in. That's how a
But
team
Jake's
operates.
big Nick guy, big Jet guy. He's going to be all over everything at 7 o'clock.
He's outright Jet horny right now.
Why wouldn't you be?
Think about it.
Yeah, he's a back sleeper during football season. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN.
Oh, my God.
The Knicks.
Rebound. Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $249 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN T0102819. MSRP $33,675. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver, and we are all getting ready for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York, and I can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Tell us why fans should be excited for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix.
The racing is just so exhilarating coming in and watching it from the shoreline of Governor's Island and in front of the Statue of Liberty, racing in one of the biggest, most amazing cities in the world. I'm getting the goosebumps just talking about it. And these boats are the fastest boats in the world, racing with the best sailors in the world. It's really cool, and it's going to be so electric in New York. And it's our home event this year, so we're pumped.
We are pumped as well, Taylor. We appreciate your time. He is U.S. Sail GP team driver Taylor Canfield. We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. No relief on the belts eastbound in Brooklyn. Still have this crash over by the Mill Basin Bridge. Delays are building. You're jammed there from before the Verrazano. Delays go back into Bay Ridge. Staten Island Expressway westbound. A long line of brake lights heading over to the West Shore from Highland Boulevard. Then it's a quiet ride at the Goethals Bridge. You're up to speed heading into Jersey. Best of it's the outbound George, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound, packed from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George, not too bad for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln Arena about 5 to 10 minutes. Outbound Holland 10 to 15. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story, We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Knicks fans, join us for a live broadcast presented by TickPick at Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden at 215 West 35th Street before tomorrow's pivotal Game 5. We'll be breaking it all down, getting you ready for the tip-off, and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg will be live tomorrow at Stout NYC starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the best prices. 1-800-919-3776. Plenty to talk about on a Monday. And let's go to Michael in Manhattan. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. So I just wanted to talk about how there was a report today, I think, from Sam Amico of Yahoo Sports. He was saying how unless the Knicks basically win the finals, Mike Brown could be let go of his duties. If that's the case, would you be looking to go after a guy like a Steve Kerr, who it looks like his time is coming to an end in Golden State? And there was even a report today how Kenny Atkinson, possibly, depending on what happens in this Toronto series, could be let go too, and he's another guy. But and hopefully none of this happens where the Knicks make a big run and can keep him, but it is a possibility. And the guy that I would, and after all these years, they should just finally do it if they're going to make a move, is Jeff Van Gundy, who I think is one of the best basketball coaches in the world. What do you think?
Well, first of all, the report that I saw said they got to at least make it out of the East. I don't think Mike Brown's going to lose his job losing to the Thunder in the finals. I could be wrong, but that's the report I heard, that they got to get out of the East. But can we stop with the Van Gundy stuff? I like him. I wish he'd coach again.
I love
Jeff. But at what point do you just say, it's like Bill Cowher. It's like, it's not going to happen, right?
Yeah, no, it would have already happened. It's not going to happen. He's at a point, I think, where he's just enjoying where he's coaching as an assistant. I don't think he wants to make that kind of upheaval in his life and come back to New York and all that stuff, especially after, one of his good friends, Tom Thibodeau, and the way he exited this place, okay? Let's start there. The other thing is that we're not going to start talking about a guy's job when it's 2-2 in the first round.
Yeah.
All right? Like, anybody that wants to call and start talking about replacements for Mike Brown at 2-2 in the first round, call another show.
Just to give Michael.
Like, you're not really a fan because you're not locked in on what's happening right now. You're talking about things. It's almost like you're rooting for them to lose because this is what you want.
I got no time
for that.
Could have accepted it more even after the Game 3 loss. But after the Game 4 win, why would this be the mindset you're in right now?
To cut Michael some slack, he was commenting off a report that was out there today that if they don't get out of the East, he could be fired. But if you're a Knicks fan and that's what you're dwelling on, like Peter said, after Game 3, of course it's going to enter your mind. And then you see that Billy Donovan was let go with Chicago, and that's one of the people the Knicks talked to before they hired Mike Brown.
And we acknowledged this after they lost Game 3.
And you know what? If they lose tomorrow, I'll be all up for it because you'll be facing elimination on Thursday. But
we did talk about the pressure that's on Mike Brown because we know what the edict is for this group. We know the window's closing. And we know that they've got to do something. They know they've got to make a run. They've got to show you something. The pressure on that Boston series, if they can get there, is going to be immense. We know this, right? But again, can we live in the moment, please?
Well, you know what?
That's all I'm saying. I know there was a report, but if you're focused on that right now.
Well, if you're focused on that right now,
doing?
I disagree with it. I don't think they're rooting against the Knicks. But what they're telling you without telling you is you don't think they're going to win. Like, if you're already thinking about Mike Brown's replacement, you don't think they can beat the Celtics. Or you don't think they can get out of the first round, which I don't know why you would think that. Even when they were down 2-1, I didn't think it was on the table they lose the series. I was just frustrated they were going to have to go possibly the distance with them.
That's the part that bothers you. Like I said, if you watched the series so far, count the quarters that the Knicks were outplayed.
Well,
2.
Yeah, but you don't like to be outplayed in the fourth quarter.
I'm just saying.
Right, that sometimes
but that was
being
you
outplayed in the fourth quarter takes away outplaying them for 3 quarters.
But that's, again, that's coaching.
Right.
That is also this group. That's their MO. they've had these moments that happens.
Well, listen, this is the only way the Hawks were going to win. Would be if they caught the Knicks napping.
And they did.
In the ways in which they stole games.
Yeah.
Now, can they do that?
And then
they did it twice.
You started out game 3 looking like you didn't know what was going on. Like that was the worst start to a game.
That bothered me almost more than the way the game ended.
Yeah.
Because what I expected in game 3 was what I got in game 4.
You know what? There's a great way to participate in the Knicks in the playoffs. Skip the start of the game. Jump in every game about 6 minutes into the first quarter.
The Knicks.
You will know when you turn on the game 6 minutes in the first quarter, based on the score, you have a good idea of what they're doing that night. If they're like down 7, you're like, oh, they're playing games again. If they're up 7, up 10, you can feel good about what they're doing. They show you very quickly what they are.
But game two was a strong start and a 14-point lead,
and then a
10-point lead in the fourth, and then. Once again, we untied our laces and thought, oh, we got this in the bag.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to sign you up.
They're frustrating.
We got to get something that we could sign up with our listeners.
All right.
Don't have to watch the start of the Knicks games in the playoffs. You sign up with ESPN New York.
I like
and
what
you do is that we will send out a GIF 8 minutes into the first quarter.
And you'll know.
Right? One of the GIFs is going to be Brunson from 3. Bang. The other gift is going to be Maya literally taking her hands and just messing with her food, playing with her food.
No idea what's going on.
So if you get the Maya gif, Knicks are in trouble. If you get the Brunson gif, you know what? You're good. Take the night off.
I love it. You can just relax yourself.
Do you have a picture of Maya playing with her food?
I can get one. I'm at videos of it. We just got to turn it into a gif.
Yeah, I don't know if I have
She just takes you to do this. You give her a piece of pasta, and if she's done eating, she just takes her finger and pushes into it.
Smashes it.
Testing the density. Is it al dente or not?
I'm good.
It's still, because you have them too. Pictures you can, like when they get in the pasta or something.
It's all over.
It's all over their face.
It's great.
The kids are 8, especially Marco. Like Marco will get into some ice cream. And
bet your ass.
I'll look at him and how did you get ice cream on your forehead?
Yeah, did any get in your mouth?
How did you no, everything else is fine.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't an incident. He's eating it fine, but there'll be ice cream on his forehead. Or on his earlobe. Like what is going on?
What are we working on here? How do we
probably not using a spoon.
We got to streamline
it. He had an itch.
Yeah, that's what happened. Or he went like this.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what you'll find out. Like you see the ice cream on the earlobe of the forehead. And then, a few days later, I'll all of a sudden see, why is there chocolate on the wall?
Yeah.
Right.
Now didn't see that right. Now it explains that there was just a misfire. Some of it got on his earlobe. The rest of it ended up on the back wall. We just didn't see the back wall in real time.
And here we go.
And this is 8.5.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm years away from getting there even.
I'll tell you, I had a great dad moment yesterday.
Oh. I'm interested.
So Marco's playing ball well, but he's starting to get older, and it's becoming harder, right?
You mean as opposed to just complete domination?
Right. So we Jalen had a play date with one of her friends, Eleanor, and I took Marco to the playground.
Okay.
And I brought the bat, ball, glove, and I'm hitting him ground balls. And he wants to do these. Can we do amazing plays? So I've got to try to strategically place the ball at just enough distance so he can dive.
Love it.
And if he doesn't leave his feet, he doesn't count the catch.
That's right.
He's got to leave his feet.
He knows the rules.
And he had a couple.
Zach and I used to do that with a football.
So I just said
spectacular catches, we called it.
Right, and he just he goes.
He would dive into the bushes, he would make crazy catches, drag the toe right before the curb, and fall on the ground.
That's all the kid wants.
Zach loved doing that.
Yeah, and you ever get where I got to throw the ball just over the fence enough where he can leap over the fence to catch it. So I said, Marco,
it's great.
Just go out. Just keep going.
Here we go.
Oh. So I backed up.
Baseball.
He's like a little dot. He's like a little dot out there. And I just said, what the heck? And I took the ball and it just smashed it. And it's a rocket.
Okay.
Way up in the air. And I'm like, I see him looking, settling under it, caught it. I'm like, oh man, that is awesome.
First time?
No, but this was
but first time that you really like.
Yeah,
put
that I
something
just
under.
said, you know, I'm just going to hit it as hard as I can.
Did you think he would just fall down? Like you didn't think?
I thought he would do like what not settle under it, just be all over the place, and I'm just hoping it just doesn't land on the top of his head.
No.
Otherwise, we're spending Sunday afternoon in the emergency.
Did he wave
right?
the arms? Did he do the arm wave? I got it. It's mine.
No, he didn't. But he didn't catch it with two hands. I wish he'd had the two hands. But the fact that he was able to settle under.
I love the fact that he caught it. Well,
I just was
confidence.
Yeah.
You want, but Don's trying to work on the fundies. This is a time to show off.
It's a fair point. No.
He wants to work on the fundies.
He was letting Dad know. Hey, Dad,
listen,
Dad,
I'd be happy to catch one of those when I was a senior in high school. Okay.
Well, it's a toughie when we play like the Sasso softball. How many times do you think you're under it, and then all of a sudden it just flies over your head?
I think one of the most underrated, just brutal things about baseball, and I say this as someone who it's the sport I played, and yet it was my worst sport. But because of my friends were all played baseball,
right,
and it was a team you could make, it was the sport that I played. But I was the worst at it. Like, I actually could have been somewhat useful on football or basketball. Didn't go out for football, didn't make basketball. Baseball, I'm playing for 4 years of high school. I swear to God. Until the very end. Yes, when we go out and catch fly balls, either off someone really cranking them or sometimes turning the machine up and just shooting them into the air, it's hard. It stays hard. Like when you're really blasting fly balls, that is not a natural, easy thing that like anyone who's athletic can do.
Would you have?
You have to really get the hang of it.
Did you find it easier? Like Marco settled under it, right? You said that's probably more challenging than running one down.
Totally, I agree.
Running one down almost feels like it's just in like you figure out the pace
the ones
and you run it down.
You were always told that the most difficult ones are the ones that are right at you.
Yeah.
But he wasn't scared, and I thought
not
that was
scared.
I'm also impressed that Don's still putting up fungos like that.
I like that.
Look at you! Look at you getting a hold of it.
Way to go, Dad.
Well,
is it hard? Is it hard to control them? Like, do you feel like you have good control over how
hit
hard
where
you're hitting
you
the
want to
fungos?
put them?
So I'm fine with ground balls and real fly balls. It's the pop-ups. I can't
turn and get under it.
So I just take the bat with one hand and just hit it up in the air, or I'll just throw it in the air.
I was going to say, is it easier sometimes to just turn and crank it right up?
But it's
So you didn't get it though. You didn't pull out the phone real quick and try to get video of it.
No, because I didn't want evidence if it landed on the top of his head.
No, you can't.
And it split open like a pumpkin.
He's wondering why is there blood streaming down his forehead.
And Don can just walk in and go, I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know, the kid walked into a wall. What do you want from me?
And there's pressure, too, because if I swing and miss, Mark will be, ha, ha.
Totally get it.
Like The Simpsons. Ha, ha. So it put a lot of pressure on me. Let's go to Robert in New York. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Robert?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call. So I'm going to direct this question at Donnie Pucks because he is our hockey maven.
That's right.
All right, Don. Are you surprised that Carolina was so easily able to sweep Ottawa?
Not after you saw Sanderson go down, Zub go down. They literally had like 4 defensemen get hurt in that series. So, listen, I didn't think they'd go down as quickly as they did, but they were in every game. They were completely depleted on the blue line. So by the time you got to Ottawa with Carolina up 2-0, I figured it was going to be an uphill climb for them. So
okay, I've got 2 more questions.
Yes. All right. Let's do it.
Second question, Mike. I assume that Philadelphia is going to get out of the first round. I know I was hoping for a sweep, but they won't. Pittsburgh got the guts up. How do you see Carolina, Philadelphia second round? And my third question, and I'll hang up and I'll ask you to answer. How do you see Buffalo, Boston, and Montreal, Tampa Bay?
Well, Montreal, Tampa Bay has been the best series by far. Montreal blew a 2-0 lead yesterday. They lost that game 3-2. The other 3 games were all decided in overtime. So that's going 7, and who knows at that point. Probably favor Tampa because I think the goaltender is better. Obviously, when you look at Vasilevsky, he's the best goaltender in the playoffs.
It's been a great series.
It has been a terrific series. Dobish has been very good for Montreal. That's not the old Tampa team that had the firepower they had back in the day. Montreal has got a ton of offensive players. Suzuki's great. Caulfield is amazing.
He's so
Hudson
little.
is great on the
he gets
blue
to
line.
his spot, and his release
Did
is
you
so
see the
quick.
power play goal? Like he got in front and deflected.
His hands are off the. Like he's a magician.
It's hard for me to think that Philadelphia is going to be able to beat Carolina. Carolina's just better. I mean, Philadelphia is a deep team, But Ladar, to me, is not a great goaltender. And the way a lot of people thought it was controversial that Anderson was playing for Carolina.
I agree.
Because Bussey was the better goaltender during the regular season, but he has been just awesome.
That's good. But
So
you know him,
I think
though.
Carolina would beat Philadelphia.
So Anderson is like, though, he's
At any
one
moment.
bad goal away from falling off.
At any moment.
Right.
And while we're on the subject, there was the controversy of the game-winning goal for Anaheim. And how about Anaheim? I wonder, are Ranger fans excited for Kreider?
Anthony?
Are you excited for Kreider that he's got a chance to knock off Edmonton and get to the second round of the playoffs?
No, I'm not excited.
Why
would I be excited?
No, you're a bad guy.
No, I'm not.
No,
No,
you
I'm
are.
not.
You are a bad guy.
No, I'm not.
What did Kreider ever do to you?
Nothing.
He was a good Ranger.
He doesn't care, though.
Well, because you wanted him to be something he wasn't.
Oh, wow.
And then he went to Anaheim.
He's that for them too. He's got better players. He's not a top 6 player on that team.
But
That's why
at
they're
what
successful.
point do you just say, thank you, Chris?
Yeah. Good
we had
for
a
you.
nice run with you. You
He
were
did.
a
No,
good
he said
Ranger.
that.
He did that when he said goodbye. Thank you, Peter. When
But
he was
you're not
gone,
happy.
thank
He
you.
moved on. But now he's done thinking
No,
about
I'm not
it.
happy. What do I need to be happy for him for?
Well, you don't have a dog
Touched
in the
the
fight.
nerve.
What do you got, an ant in Edmonton or something? You need the Oilers to win?
No.
Why can't you just be happy for the Ducks?
Stuart Skinner's gone. The Oilers have a better chance now.
He loves it. He hates Skinner.
But what has Jari done? Stop.
Listen, he's
I'm
not
just
good
saying,
either.
But as a Ranger fan, you feel no love for Chris Kreider.
He's gotten farther with Rangers than with the Ducks. And why do I need to root for him now that he's a Duck?
You don't think this is odd behavior?
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Am I missing something?
No, I get it. I totally get it.
He's done enough, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to be angry to see him do it. You're just not wasting any time thinking about it.
But since we're doing it,
he doesn't care. I think.
Quickly, Don, that goal, though.
Oh, yeah, right.
How are you sure? Now, they called it a goal.
Right.
Which, how did you see it? But because they called it a goal, there was no evidence to say it wasn't a goal.
The way to explain
Which
to
is
everybody.
insane.
Game-winning goal for Anaheim. The puck is on the line, Peter. And Jari's skate is over half the puck.
And the line.
And so you don't see the white of the line and the puck because his skate is over the puck.
Okay.
But when you look at where the puck is, it's over the line.
You can assume.
Although you can't.
But you
So
can't physically
because they
see
had
it.
already called it a goal, there wasn't enough
crazy.
evidence to say it didn't cross.
It's crazy.
But sometimes it's a pad, sometimes it's an arm, sometimes it's a glove that gets in the way. Somebody came up with this idea, and I think it's a brilliant idea. The rule is it's got to cross the line, which means there's got to be the white between the puck and the line.
And the goal line.
If the puck can be obscured by all the things that I just mentioned, why not have a line inside the goal that if that puck reaches that line, it has to be over the goal line? So that if it's ever obscured, like in that situation, if there was a line that would mark this is where the puck would be if it crossed the line. Yes.
Like red is the goal line. Have like a blue line
Like if
after
you had a blue line after it that says if the puck touches that blue line, that means it definitely crossed the goal line and it's a goal.
So the width of a puck.
Right. So that way, if it's obscured like last night,
If it's touching that, it must be.
the puck would have hit that second
it's not terrible.
line.
All you
it
have to
just
do-
gives you another option to look at whether it
Paint
crossed or
the
not.
inside of the entire goal, but leave a white space between the goal line and where the paint starts. That's the width of a puck.
But
therefore, if you touch the blue, it's automatically
Then
a
you
goal.
know.
Or put a chip in the puck, and the minute it crosses the line,
Yeah. There's different
We all
ways to
know.
do it. But I didn't have a problem with it, and the Oilers are up against it down 3-1.
That was just
and
weird.
I'm not going to be like Anthony. Jacob Trouba was always nice to me. Chris Kreider was always heavenly to me.
Heavenly.
And even though I love the Canadian teams and I was rooting for the Oilers to win, I'll be happy for the former Rangers advancing to the second round. I got no love for the Ducks.
They've done that plenty. They're really good at that. It's getting past like the Eastern Conference Final that's the problem.
we've really lost him.
No, I get it.
But
I don't know
get
what you
it.
want
No,
from him.
I get it.
He's got no. I'm with him.
Now, if they won you a cup, you'd feel differently, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, see?
Guess what? They haven't.
So that's what he's mad
And I
at.
haven't been
He's
alive
like,
for one.
Why am I happy that you're going to go on and win something for
Yeah.
another team
You
when
couldn't
you
do
didn't
here.
do
Well,
it for
I
me?
don't think I'm not
Makes
asking him to root for them to win the cup. I'm just asking him if he's happy for the former Rangers
He's
that
Anthony.
are on the team.
Do you know him?
Like Kreider, like Trouba, like Petrano,
No.
and say, you know what? It gives me a rooting interest. The Rangers West.
The answer is no.
He's good.
He's all set.
That's the thing. He's all set.
Yeah, but
I
he's
don't have a problem with
also,
it.
by being good, he's bad. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
the Knicks.
Rebound, Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including ZipRecruiter, Amazon Hub Delivery, Princeton Jeep, and Food Bazaar on ESPN New York.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda.
Well,
It's their selection. It's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. Then TM133469. MSRP $28,065. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26. So I can, just off the air, just how damaged Anthony is.
No, he's broken.
I wish there was a commander's comp.
I'm sure
I understand Kreider. Kreider was frustrating because I always felt like there was more to get from him. But he was here for a long time. He was a good player for them. Had some tremendous. You don't beat Carolina without him. When you went to the conference final 2 years ago, he single-handedly won that game 6.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're staring at game 7 in the face and possibly blowing a 3-0 series lead.
Would that have led to blowing this core up quicker? Because I would have signed up for that 2 years ago. I signed up for 3 years ago on that podcast with you. I said it after Gerard Gallant got blown out by the Devils in the first round of that series and said that they needed to make a change.
You've lost them.
You hear? How can you blame him? I don't understand. Don, you're too. I hate to say it, Don. I think you're too far removed from the pain he's in as a fan.
Wow.
You're too much of a professional. He's a real Ranger fan. And he's going through pain. He's going through the motions right now. He's feeling the feels.
Yeah, he is.
What can you do? You want to celebrate? I don't know what else to celebrate.
I asked the question.
Yeah.
You got an answer. You don't like the answer.
Yeah, but he gave it to you.
But you got
right for your race.
It ever since.
The only person that's been on board with it from the beginning was Peter.
Yeah, I understand.
I've
exactly
regretted it ever since. I thought at the time maybe.
No, you thought wrong. We all think things.
I was doing a little Billy Madison.
I didn't catch it.
I regretted it ever since. I thought at the time.
No, I don't remember.
He paid his teachers to pass him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I regretted it ever since. I thought at the time. Let's go to Rob in Philly. You're on ESPN New York. Hi, Rob.
Gentlemen, how's it going? Love the show. Been listening from the start.
Thank you.
So just want to talk Steve Cohen really quick. I know there's a lot of talk about how, he's a billionaire. He has all this money to spend, but he's kind of acting frugal with the Mets. And all I kind of want to say is these billionaires, they don't make this money by losing money. Steve Cohen has won and made money on every venture he's ever went in on in his life, probably. That's how you amass this crazy amount of wealth. So I think he loved the Mets. He bought them. He saw a way to get into that unique club of ownership that all these billionaires aspire to be in. And he also sees the way to leverage the Mets into taking more money out in loans to develop the area around it. Another thing about rich people, they never spend their own money. They always like to spend other people's money.
Right.
So I think it's two-pronged. He bought the team. He wants them to succeed, but he's not interested in, losing at it either. So I think he's probably trying to balance those two things as much as possible. It's a very difficult thing to balance, and he's not doing a great job of it so far.
Well, the thing, Rob, and I don't disagree with you. I think that when these guys buy these teams, they are all in to a certain extent. But they also, like you said, they don't want to lose money. There's reports that since he bought the Mets, he's lost $200 million. Now, to you, me, and just about everybody else on the planet, outside of the 1%, that's a lot of money. But for a guy worth $16 billion, $200 million loss over a 5-year period is nothing. Now, if you really want the team to win, then maybe you're willing to take a bit of a loss. But these guys don't get into it to make money.
No.
They make the money once they sell the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they see their billions come their way. But the ins and outs of what he can make and what he can lose is negligible compared to how much he's worth. Now, that's different to the Steinbrenners because of the fact that
that's their
business. But whether he makes $200 million or loses $200 million is a drop in the bucket to a guy as rich as Steve Cohen is. Now, he'll make his money once he sells the team. But in the meantime, isn't the whole idea to win? Doesn't that create pride? Now, I do agree with the caller about the casino across the street and all that. That's going to start to really put a lot of money in his pocket.
And but
this is a toy. This is like a G.I. Joe doll to him.
But do you think that he bought the team for the property?
I think he's smart enough business-wise to realize how lucrative that area was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was probably a motivating factor. I think he enjoys owning the team, and I don't think he wants to lose money. But ultimately, I think he was looking at, we can win, we can lose, but hey, there's a real chance to make some money here. Because to take all of those, what do they call them across the street? I can't think of
not junkyards, auto parts.
The chop shops. Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Shop.
I was looking for that. I couldn't find the phrase. It was rattling around in my head. I needed a Kreider deflection goal to get it out of my mouth.
I see what he's doing. You won't stop.
Just sitting there.
And
not
he
move
just
much.
saw that, hey, this is a chance to make some real money. And that if I do sell the team down the road, look how much more money I'm going to be able to make. It's all business. Remember, Woody Johnson told Michael Kay a long time ago, I didn't buy the Jets to make money. It's a losing venture until I sell. But in the meantime, I want to win. That's what I'm looking to do. Now, unfortunately, Woody doesn't know how to do that, and I don't think Steve Cohen knows how to do it either.
Can Woody just want money and sell?
Well,
can he do that?
But it has not been the panacea that we thought. Better than the Wilpons, for sure, but it hasn't been what we had bargained for.
For sure?
Because maybe
better than the Wilpons for
there was
sure.
never going to be a point where the Wilpons were all of a sudden going to decide, I'm going to go spend another $50 million to make this team better. There's still a day where Cohen may just put his foot down and say, I'm not tolerating this anymore.
But it feels like the same thing, doesn't it?
No, it feels like, whatever it feels like is, it's leaving you wanting, right? Even though they've got a high payroll, it feels like you're nickel and diming.
He told you in 5 years he wants to contend for a World Series.
Well,
he wanted to be able to talk about that in 5 years. He had a plan. He talked big. He has talked about the idea that he has the money to do things, and then you have not seen that as a result.
Well, not yet, and it looks like it's just going to be another wasted season. I know we're only 28 games in, but right now 9-19, and just getting swept by the Rockies in your own building. Not good, Bob. You know what is good?
ESPN. I knew it.
And it's next right here on ESPN New York.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the night. Get home safe and quick. We're going to start off in Jersey. Garden State Parkway southbound, just crawling into Cranford. Crash in the right lane by exit 136 involving a yellow school bus. Police on the scene. You're not moving much there. Delays go back into Irvington. Still working on this accident on the belt eastbound in Brooklyn over by the Mill Basin Bridge. Packed ride heading over to Flatbush Avenue from the Verrazano. Only easy way to the outbound George Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, some solid slowdowns from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Cross Bronx westbound, just slammed from the Bronx River Parkway on through. Inbound Georgia, about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Lower level, a great ride. Outbound Lincoln Orania, 5 to 10. Outbound Holland, 10 to 15. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. And I know how a serious accident can change your life, just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured, so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid, bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor. This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting.
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to ENN.
Yep. Ray-Ro.
You ever watch YouTube?
ENN tonight, folks. It's brought to you by our friends over at Fanatics Fest NYC.
Hi, friends.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Oh, yeah, a lot going on over there. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
I'd like to start off tonight by saying good evening to Don.
Yeah. She loves.
And to Don.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live tomorrow at Stout NYC starting at 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. Brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the breast. Well, you can't. That was an edit. That was, you know what?
It wasn't an edit.
It all started with a breast.
I just cut it out whatever came after.
That was so good. Everyone knows. Best memories start with a breast.
You know,
and you're not wrong.
Gotta be honest.
I'm not wrong.
One of the best.
Can't confirm.
One of the best takes you've ever had.
Yeah, maybe it was a Freudian slip.
Good evening to Don.
Yeah, he's a back sleeper during football season.
Wow. Don's had a day.
And to Alan.
Big Schroeder fan.
Also a clean day.
And to myself. He's outright Jet horny.
He is.
He's outright Jet horny.
He's a back sleeper during football season.
There you go.
Those were back-to-back. That's how it actually, I think, happened.
Yeah.
He's outright Jet horny.
Yeah, he's a back sleeper during football season. Have you ever seen him without a Jet hat? Does he wear like a Knick hat to the Knick games?
I think he does.
Yeah, I've seen him in Knick like merchandise and stuff like that, hats, hoodies. You know, he's pretty
all
much
in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I haven't.
He's
now
all in.
that I think about it, have I ever seen him without a hat?
I think that's the better question.
You've
never seen his hair?
No, I have, but he's a big hat guy, no question.
Yeah.
I don't mean a big hat, not like one of those big giant hats. But those, by the way, those I've done very well. The giant hats.
I don't know why.
It's crazy.
Why would you wear that?
It just shows anything can make money.
Anything.
It's like
put a logo on it; it'll sell.
Makes you feel like you're someone that's had a history of concussions.
Let me say good evening to myself. In 1 year, he is doing crack on the side of the highway in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute.
Clean day for you?
I guess so.
Well, not really, because you had the Jet horny.
Yeah. That was Mendoza I was talking about. No, you expected it. You didn't see. This is why you can't watch just the mainstream networks for their draft coverage. You need to come here. In 1 year, he is doing crack on the side of the highway in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute.
You don't get that every day. They're not brave enough to say it.
Who yelled, wait a minute?
That's Anthony Pusick.
You don't recognize our producers?
No,
you
that
don't
didn't sound like an
Who
Anthony.
are you, Danny?
That didn't sound like...
That didn't sound like Anthony?
An Anthony reaction.
In 1 year, he is doing crack on the side of the highway in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute.
That's very
okay,
clearly
the end
Anthony.
did. That
You know how bad things have to go for you to do crack on the side of the highway? You can't even find a bush somewhere. You can't just take it into a neighborhood. You got to be on the shoulder
that's a great
of
point.
a highway.
Let's not to make a joke of it all, but
it can happen.
It not only can it
does.
I got to be honest with you. Nobody's driven on more highways than me.
No,
professional athlete.
No, we've seen it, but not in year one. Think about from right now where Mendoza
year one,
is.
no.
It's almost impossible.
I've seen people pee on the side of a highway.
Sure.
Well, I never saw anybody do crack on the side.
You got to just drive up more highways.
You're in the wrong highways.
Yeah. Go out to Long Island.
Must be nice.
We'll show you where it is.
In the suburbs, you don't see that.
It's happening.
The suburbs. I'm on I take the turnpike every day.
Sure.
Never once.
Well, it's different.
You never seen someone pulled over to the shoulders hitting a quick pipe?
No, I've seen people pulled over. So now you got me thinking every time I see somebody pulled over. I'm not like, oh, something must be wrong. Maybe they ran out of gas, or maybe there's something wrong with the car.
You have innocent thoughts.
No, and you know what the truth is?
They're smoking crack.
Well, they're smoking, but the thing is, what I like about them is they're smoking crack, but they're responsible, which is why they pulled over.
Not driving.
They said, sure, I want to smoke crack.
Smoke crack? Distracted driving? Come on. You think I'm an animal?
Yeah, I'm pulling over here. Pull over right in front of exit 13. I'm going to hit this pipe.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I need to see in a commercial for distracted driving. Forget text messages. Like somebody...
Yeah, are you trying to pack a crack pipe and smoke it while driving?
Like the passengers say, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Pull over if you're going to smoke that pipe.
You know how hot that thing has to get? It's dangerous.
What? You're right.
Yeah, you know what? You should drive while I hit the pipe. They don't do enough of the designated crack driving.
You don't hear that.
And then it's like, after
it's ignored.
The more you know.
Yeah. It's a point that more people, in my opinion, need to make. Yeah. All right, everybody.
Sure.
How's everyone feeling?
Very good.
Yeah. No? Okay. Well, Alan's 50-50. Yeah, I get it. Anything else you want to talk about?
Tomorrow's talk about it too.
Oh, yeah, you got a big talk about it tomorrow.
He wanted to do it today.
But
I know.
But we're going to wait.
That's how shot out of a cannon he was.
Right. And he'll forget it by tomorrow.
You know me. You're absolutely right.
So you better tell somebody or write it down.
I don't know.
Yeah, because by the time tomorrow comes around, you might be out.
And we're going to be at Stout, which means I'm definitely going to forget it.
Because you're going to be wasted, is what you're saying.
No, I have to work.
Oh.
Wasted? Where do he have time for that?
Stout. And then right on the air.
This is the time of year where there's nothing
this is the
time
to remember.
Bad song. It's not his best. Let's just be honest.
It's actually
we all love him.
Beautiful song.
I know, but you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Just be honest with me.
We walked on the beach.
I love the man. I love the man, but I don't want to hear it.
Well, they can't all be winners.
No, he's got a lot of songs.
It down now, but it's just
like if you're trying to win over someone to becoming a Billy fan, you're not playing them.
No, you're not to win them over, but
Speaking of which, we didn't get to it once today, and it's CNN, so there's no better time to. Mm-hmm. I am the only one of us who saw Michael over the weekend.
Yeah.
IMAX, baby.
Oh, wow.
Saw an IMAX. You know how much they cost me?
Was it necessary?
No.
$35.
$33 a ticket.
Right.
Was it necessary?
No, I didn't.
I would say that what you'd like to check for, if you can, because these days the theaters, because they're trying to do anything to get you to go into a theater.
Yep.
You'll generally, when you're looking it up, because you guys are both planning to see the film, aren't you?
Correct.
At some point. It'll be on the preems.
No, but I see, this is where I'm going to push back against Don. You want to look it up. Make sure it says the Dolby. You want to try to get the Dolby and get the good sound in there if you can. But you said, Don, the kids want to see it.
Yes.
So don't you think that this would be an experience if the kids want to see it, to go to the theater?
Now, how long is it?
2?
Under 2. No, under 2.
Under
hour
2?
40?
Oh, I almost feel cheated.
Hour 50? It's not.
I feel cheated.
Because the trailers went on forever.
No, of course.
Well, that's just...
And then these days, by the way, they went from, we used to love getting to the theater in time to see the trailers, to now you're going too far. All right, I don't need the 9th trailer. I need 4 trailers. I'm ready to move on.
It's too much. Right.
They're doing 8 of them.
Right. In a world.
Listen, The Mandalorian, it's kind of working, though. Now I kind of want to see the Baby Yoda movie. Which I know Alan's going to be, he'll be in that IMAX.
Yeah.
No?
Wow.
Not sure.
Wow.
Interesting. That's
because Han Solo's not in it. That's why.
That's right.
Interesting.
2 hours, 7 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
They said it did not. I'll tell you this, though. Didn't feel it.
Well, that's good, but I'm going to be feeling it with 2 8-year-olds.
You mean, so how far do you think the kids will make it?
After an hour and a half. And then it can kind of get dicey. Because usually we obviously take them to kids' movies, right? And those movies don't
90.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe like usually
hour 40?
Maybe
tops?
hour 40. But you're right. Now you're talking about over 2 hours with the...
So what about this, though? You go, you skip the trailers. You get right there for the... Maybe you see the last one, whatever. Watch the movie. And listen, you can fill them in on what's going to happen. You know where the story is going. About an hour in, go take a nice little bathroom break, grab a little snack-a-do, and come on back and watch the rest.
Or is it just better to wait for it to end up on HBO?
Well, then they'll stop watching it either way. Either way, they're going to stop watching it at some point during it. But the nice part about in the theater is it's so big and loud that the performances...
You're engaged.
It hits more. I got to tell you.
I agree.
And they did one thing that I really liked. I don't want to give... This doesn't really give anything away. You've probably seen in the trailer that they show the Thriller video. They show him doing the Thriller video.
Right.
And it's very cool. But at the same time, I'm watching it, and I'm going... I can watch the Thriller video. It's the most watched video of all time.
They show the whole video?
No. They're just showing him doing it. And I'm like, where are they going here? But then they stop, and he walks off the set and goes telling John Landis that he wants to do something else, and he wants his feet to be in the shot. He's like, Fred Astaire says you need to show the feet. And it's a point of showing his sort of obsession with perfection.
Detail, right.
But yeah, the live concert stuff's very good. I give it, listen, on people out there listening, you're deciding to see it, I give it a full Rosenberg recommendation, but I'm going to tell you now, if you're going to see it as a perfect historical document, I don't think that's why you see it. You go because you want to see this kid who looks, sounds, and acts just like Michael Jackson, and you want to see the songs in concert and the fun music stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You want the good times.
You're going for the good times.
You're going for the come up.
It's not, remember, Ray Ray, a different kind of biopic.
Yeah.
Now, Ray, I went into knowing nothing about the man. All I knew was he was blind. I knew the sound of his voice, a couple of his big songs, and a Pepsi endorsement.
Georgia?
That's all I really knew about Ray. So it was a different sort of thing to impress me.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ray ends up going into a lot of the dark stuff.
Yep.
Like it really was a serious movie. This includes some of the stuff about Joe Jackson being abusive and stuff like that. But for the most part,
it's bubblegum.
It's a pretty bubblegummy movie.
Yeah.
That's
Understood.
how the movie's made.
Yeah, understood.
By the way, Janet didn't exist. I don't know if you know that. They didn't even have her.
She didn't want any.
Didn't forward the story at all.
Or she said no. She said I'm all good.
I think that's what I read.
Well, Diana Ross did that. Diana Ross didn't want in, so she's not in it.
Yeah.
And Janet Jackson is no. LaToya, they show LaToya many times and reference her. Like, well, LaToya, blah, 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 blah. And you see a part with LaToya talking to the mom. Janet,
but if you're all right, Janet doesn't
that's
want to
Penny
be in
from
it.
Good Times to You and Me.
That's right.
That's right. But you're telling me you can't reference her then?
I don't
At least
know.
acknowledge her existence?
I don't know.
You should be able to do that.
Probably by request, and they just honored the request.
But you can't say, where's Janet? Or just to let the world know that I do know she exists.
Right.
Okay?
She's the second most famous one. And although she was pretty little, we're talking about like in the beginning parts of it, when the family, she's a baby.
She was still very young.
Yeah.
So we didn't learn about her until the late 80s.
When she was 17, she did what people told her. Did what her father said. Let her mother mold her.
Yeah. Now she's in control.
But now she's in control. Anyways, great
He missed
movie.
what he was doing.
Yeah,
there.
he didn't. You saw, though. You knew
I
what
was
I was
picking
putting
up
down.
what you were putting down.
All right, so I don't know if you heard about the bloodbath in Boston over the weekend, but the Red Sox said, we're all set here.
Everybody. Even Veritek out.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have a real job.
No,
They said, we don't want to see your face.
It's after winning 17-1. Then they decide let's take them all out.
Well, here is Sam Kennedy, the president and CEO of the Red Sox, his initial comments on firing Alex Cora. Get ready to play it off. We'll see.
Yesterday was definitely painful, but we felt it was a necessary move, and we felt it necessary to take decisive action to achieve the goal of a fresh start for the 2026 season. We have full confidence in the players in that room to perform at the very highest level and get us back to playing baseball.
Here's all you need to know.
Ultimately, what matters.
The new the general manager, right, Breslow?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one member of the staff that was not fired. You know, it was the pitching coach. You know why? Because Breslow and him played together. They had history.
Does
that bode well?
No,
it's a bad look.
Not what you want is what you're saying.
But they had to do something.
They were reassigning Veritek, by the way, and Veritek said, "I'm good. Like I'm out." Like
So
when you lose Veritek, I mean now like,
you lost America.
You lost. What are they? What were they? The idiots? Is that what they were?
Yes.
Right. You lost the idiots if you lose him.
Oh yeah, he was one of the idiots.
Yeah, bunch of idiots. But I can't figure that out. To say it gives us a fresh start for 2026. You know, it's April. You probably wanted to do this maybe in call me crazy. January.
But anybody that looks at them and looked at a series against the Yankees, they got roster
dead
issues.
stick. Yes.
They got nobody that's projected to hit more than 20 home runs at Fenway Park. Really?
No, you're talking about the Met offense. Their offense is a joke. They have nobody. And think about all the players that they sent away. The talent they sent away.
I know.
How about Devers? Devers was the guy that didn't want to play first. Remember?
Yeah.
Refused to play first.
Oh, them in San Francisco.
What's he doing in
put me
San
anywhere.
Francisco?
First base.
Yeah. How's he doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty happy.
Pretty good.
So.
Now Mookie Betts, and it's a mess over there.
Well, it's been
now. Getting back to the Michael thing.
Here we go.
According to IMDb, Janet Jackson just respectfully declined, and they honored her wishes.
There you go.
See? However, they filmed Kat Graham
as Diana Ross,
and so they had to edit it all out.
And it's supposedly
it didn't come until after the fact.
Imagine if you're Kat Graham and you're like, seriously?
Dude, certain legal considerations is what they said, but they filmed
a lot.
She was, and apparently it affected the ending of the movie.
And Kat Graham is going, "Oh my God!" By the way, this is a sneaky. For all the talk about the Michael movie, the sneakiest part is how big the cast is. I mean, everyone's talking about Jafar Jackson, the kid, because he's awesome and he's amazing. But Coleman Domingo is a huge star. Miles Teller plays his lawyer. Yo, do you guys know Mike Myers in the movie?
No.
And Don, unless you were paying the highest level of attention to this one part that he's in, you would have never thought that's Mike Myers. And then at the end, Mike Myers is in it. Lorenz Tate is in it. A whole bunch of interesting people are in it. And you're Cat Graham. You're like, oh, my God. I'm Diana Ross in the Michael movie. Yeah. And then you wait. You do it. It's a whole year.
We cut you from the movie.
I can't.
So you get paid.
You get paid.
But you're not getting You're not getting the royalties now, right?
No, you probably do.
Still?
You probably get it
for whatever the
cut out of the movie.
I get my $6 check from the barbershop last cut, and my scene's not in it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's $6 I can count on every year.
That's a coffee.
At least you know you've got that.
It's a medium,
small
to medium coffee.
Never mind, it's not a coffee.
But I just what an annoying thing. And now there's all this stuff about
it's a gallon of gas to you and me.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's all this stuff about why the Diana Ross stuff was cut, and so people are putting out these think pieces. I was yesterday years old when I knew that like Diana and Ross and Michael Jackson had like an open romantic relationship.
You didn't know this?
No.
It was.
And he proposed, and she said yes. I did not know there was that much stuff.
I suspected that she had groomed him.
Well, that's the thing. That's what people say she didn't want to be in it because of, is that when they eventually got together, and there's a 13-year age difference, and she had known him since he was a little boy.
Yep.
People were like, and now people are looking back at it with the 2026 lens, understandably.
Right.
You're like, wait a second.
Yeah, because in 1978, it was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Look at Michael. Good for him.
Wow.
Diana Ross.
Michael Ross.
And no one told me when I was 8 that Dirty Diana was about Diana Ross.
You didn't know that either?
No.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'd heard that more recently than this weekend, but when I was little, I didn't know. Well, but so here's the part they're saying, and I don't have proof to this. I haven't read enough about it. The second verse was supposedly originally detailed about her. And then they changed. The first verse is still about her. You can hear it. It's still like, you did this to me. You do it to every man. You're this, you're that. But now verse 2, if you listen to it, it's about a random groupie. It's like you wait at the hotel, you want to meet the band. But originally that verse was like a scathing Diana Ross verse. And then I saw an interview clip of them, and they're together when he's like, off the wall time.
Yeah.
And they're together, and she's like, I always knew that you were so talented, but what I didn't know is that you would grow up to be so sexy. And it feels weird. They're like, well, you've known him since he was 7 years old.
Do you know?
One other interesting thing I thought about the film was them deciding what songs to use besides the obvious. Like, they're going to use Billie Jean, Beat It, those things.
Yeah.
But in the Jackson 5 years, there's a lot of live performances seeing them come along and getting bigger.
Stop to Love You
And
Save.
It was interesting. I don't think Stop to Love You Save is in it.
Really?
I don't
That's
think
such
so.
an obvious one.
Never Can Say Goodbye is in it.
Of course.
I Want You Back, I think, is in it.
Okay.
ABC's definitely in it.
Of course.
There's no Rockin' Robin, though. There's no Tweet Elite.
Really?
Pretty big one. And there's just like, I Want to Be Where You Are by Michael Jackson's never in it. Ben is in it for like a split second.
Do they reference, I guess,
They show the rat.
Yeah.
They show him in his rat.
Show the rat.
And obviously Bubbles is the rat. You guys know Bubbles is still with us?
I did not know Bubbles. Do they live forever? Like, are they old?
Well, not,
they live
he's a senior, and he's 44.
44.
44 years an old age home for monkeys. I always wanted a monkey.
Everyone did. And Michael didn't help, by the way. It
Right.
made you think it was realistic. It made you be like, huh.
Well, then that woman got her face eaten off, and then I kind of changed everything.
Have you watched the docs from the last few years about the monkeys?
No.
Oh my God, Don, you got to watch. Can someone look it up? What's the name of the Hulu? There was a miniseries like 2 years ago about the monkeys.
No.
The woman who got her face.
Oh, wait, she gets her face ripped off?
Don, it is. You should watch it. It's
good.
insanity.
15 to 20 year lifespan, by the way, average for monkeys.
No, but this is.
Is it average? This is an above average monkey.
Right.
Well, this is. But
I don't know.
double the above average.
Clearly above average.
Anthony, this is Bubbles.
I understand completely.
Wait a minute. If the average lifespan is like 76, this monkey would be like 126.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is. I think it. But yes, it's what's it called? Chimp Crazy?
Chimp Crazy.
You got to watch it, Don.
Okay.
It's different stories of people who are obsessed with chimps and like their ways of like these people like.
Didn't they just make a horror movie?
Yeah.
Where these girls all had like.
I did.
You
know what?
Primate?
Anthony saw it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about
but
it.
Anthony, you want to see it.
The minute you
absolutely.
see the trailer,
I'd go
you're
see
like,
that.
no, I'm good.
No,
I know where this is going.
I
This
wanna
doesn't
see it.
make
I've
sense.
talked about this before. My obsession with monkeys
Why
started
is
with
he-
Mr. Jigs.
What?
What's Mr. Jigs from?
Because my father belonged to this club, and like every Christmas, they would sometimes
The
hire
Monkey
Mr.
Club?
Jigs. Mr. Jigs it was the Brewers, or they drank and had Christmas parties and
Okay.
stuff, or whatever. It was like the water buffaloes from Fred Flintstone. Right?
Okay.
Back in the 60s and 70s, this is what men did.
Listen, people were at war.
Men
What do
didn't
you-
have to do anything. Kids, wives
Yeah, the
did.
kids. Yeah, they go to the club.
What was Flintstones? Was the lodge?
The water buffalo.
The water buffalo.
buffalo.
That's
right.
Right, in the Rascals, the He-Man Womanators Club. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
No, but Mr. Jigs would ride a bicycle, light a cigarette, mix a drink.
Oh wow!
You'd see him.
He would come. He would come to the show. He'd be on stage. Come out, ride a bicycle, light a cigarette.
Oh, he must have hated it.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
Oh, you want me to ride the bicycle
you're
again,
fine.
huh?
Mr. Jigs, it was a thing.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely
like,
was a
well, I
thing.
want that. I need that.
Wait,
Bring
Mr.
Jigs.
You're seeing Mr. Jigs?
I'm looking at it now. Yes, world's smartest chimp who lived in the New Jersey area, performed thousands of shows and commercials from the 60s through the 90s.
This is 90s.
What? When did we lose Mr. Jigs?
No, Jigs, you
Mr.
don't tell
Jigs
me.
retired to a home.
Please, I hope he's living with Bubbles.
Like
He's hanging out with Bubbles. They watch All in the Family reruns.
Every 7 or 8 years, I'll throw out Mr. Jigs, and it always gets a reaction.
Because people remember him.
Yeah.
He's a Jersey legend.
Yeah, but you never heard of him.
Well,
No.
Didn't you also talk about a comedian from Jersey?
Yes, and that became another.
And that was a whole other thing.
But
that
he was
calling
not
about.
the comedian that. Remember, he passed away.
Uncle Floyd.
But
Uncle
Uncle Floyd,
Floyd,
he wasn't related to Mr. Jigs.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were
worked
on the
together.
same bill.
That's a
No,
hey,
they unquestionably were.
That's a
Based
hot
on what
ticket.
you're saying, there's no.
That's a hot ticket.
By the way, you throw out the record books.
The
when you get
VFW.
Jigs and Uncle Floyd on the same bill.
On the marquee at the VFW, they're going to have this. Forget everybody.
Line around the block.
Around the block. They raised a lot of money that night.
All right, I guess I got a break.
That was
a great way to end.
No, I don't want to though. I have so many other things I want to tell you about. I didn't even read any of these stories. They're so big.
No, why would
Mike
you?
Tomlin spoke for the first time with Maria Taylor.
But do we really care?
We know why Lawrence Taylor was hospitalized.
That's not Mike Tomlin. He wasn't talking to the president.
No, he was.
All right, but I do want to tell you guys something about Fanatics Fest NYC that's coming up. You guys know this is the single greatest collection of stars from sports you can ever possibly find. And tickets are on sale right now for WWE Superstar autographs and photo ops. I've seen the list. It's an incredible list of superstars going to be there, including Danhausen and many more. You can meet all your favorite WWE superstars and legends at Fanatics Fest. FanaticsFestNYC.com. That'll do it for ENN. I think I already said that. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You never seen someone pulled over to the shoulders hitting a quick pipe? R.I.P. to Mr. Jigs. God bless Bubbles.
Last call crew. 1-800-919-3776. Don Hahn and Rosenberg till 7 o'clock. And then it's Jake Aspen on his back. ESPN New York.
Rebound. Towns on the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more with everything in between. You can find what you're looking for on FanDuel, and the best part, it's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for primetime, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. So head to FanDuel.com/local to get started during this playoff run. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. From profit boosts to bonus bets and more with everything in between, you can find what you're looking for on FanDuel, and the best part, it's every single day. Make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
A small market team can't make a mistake when it comes to money and length of contract because it could cripple them. The Mets are not going to be crippled if in the 4th and 5th year of his contract, Pete Alonso was not the same player. So as you're building this Nirvana-like team that you're trying to build in Queens, 2026 looks like it's shot. Are you happy with that? Ask yourself this question, Met fans. Would you be better off with Alonso and Nimmo now than what you have?
The Michael Kay Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off and to wear a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that Fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Knicks fans, join us for a live broadcast presented by TickPick at Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden at 215 West 35th Street before tomorrow's pivotal Game 5. We'll be breaking it all down, getting you ready for the tip-off. Hahn and Rosenberg live tomorrow at Stout NYC, starting at 3 p.m., brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the best prices. All right, whatever is on your mind, last call crew, 1-800-919-3776. Paul is in Florida. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Don. Hey, Alan. What's up, Pete? How you guys doing today? I just wanted to call to say about Stearns. You know, last year, it feels like the Mets as a collective gets blamed. But really, the Mets had a top 5 offense in the league last year, and it was really just boiled down to the pitching just ran out of gas because Stearns wanted to make all these cute moves, getting guys like Griffin Cannon or Frankie Montez, who had a known injury history, and the offense was great. I mean, you had 5 guys in the lineup hit 25 home runs. I mean, how many teams do you know missed the playoffs with 5 guys hitting 25 home runs? It just boiled down to no pitching. So last year is a Mendoza, that's Stearns, and now you start the year like this. I mean, at what point do you just say, hey, we tried it with you? It just doesn't seem like, it just seems like you want to make the cute moves, and that just can't happen.
Well, I think what Cohen has to do first and foremost, and Paul, thank you for the phone call, is to tell him, listen, you've got my backing. I've got the money. Don't worry about that. Just get the best players. Don't worry about how contracts are going to age. Don't worry about market value. Don't worry. I'll eat the money if I have to. Just give me the best team. And that's what he should have said about Pete. Don't worry about Pete's 4th and 5th year in the contract. In the first 3 years of this 5-year deal, is he going to help us win a championship? Now, you talk about the offense, but there was a lot of struggles hitting with runners in scoring position, and their defense was bad. So the run prevention thing I got, but it seemed to come at the expense of scoring runs.
Mm-hmm.
And now the sample size is beginning to grow that this is a bad offensive team. Bad. And you take a look at the back of the baseball card, Simeon had great offensive years, but overall not a great offensive player. Polanco, the same thing.
Falling off, too.
And now guys getting older,
right,
and you're not hitting home runs. And then you get guys like, all right, when are we going to see Vientos? When is he going to be the star we thought he was going to be? When is Beatty going to be the star we thought he was going to be? When's Alvarez going to be the star we thought he was going to be? Remember, they brought up Alvarez in 22 late in the season to try to help the offense. And now we fast forward to 26, and he's okay, and he's a good defensive catcher, but he's not producing. So you got to score some runs, guys. You lost a doubleheader. You scored 1 run in 18 innings against the Rockies.
The Bichette thing is weird too. Like, it's a weird fit, right? It was an odd turn
because they lost out on guys.
He's also a short term. Like, does he look now? Again, he's new, and for a new player who was in one place for his whole career, I'm sure it's awkward, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even at the press conference when they introduced him, it came off so much like a 1-year deal.
Yeah, didn't it? Like a stopgap.
I know that, yes, it's a multi-year deal, but we all know that there's the out. And we all know the out is for him to go back into the market with the expectation that he would put up numbers and retest the market, because he didn't get the contract he wanted. So this is simply for him, play in a big market so you get a lot of attention, put up the numbers you normally put up, and you'll become a wanted player who can get a big deal. Right now at the start, he looks like an awkward fit in this lineup. He is not producing at the level you'd expect, and
you know what,
it's not working out. And he doesn't look thrilled.
You know who he is? Bouchette's a guy that's on a really good team that's going to give you, pain in the ass at bats, work counts, get big hits in big moments.
Yeah.
But he's not a guy that's built to carry a team offensively. He's built that if Lindor's doing what he's doing, Soto's doing what he's doing, that Bichette could be a nice complementary offensive player, that he's the last guy you want up at a big spot because he always seems to get the big hit.
Yep.
But when you make him the centerpiece of an offense, which he's had to be this year because Soto got hurt, then Lindor got hurt, he got exposed a little bit. Now, I think overall that contract's going to age well for the Mets because I do think he's going to be a really good player for them. That's the one guy I'll give the benefit of the doubt. New guy coming to a new team that maybe he'll struggle early but eventually find it. I don't have the same confidence in Simeon. I don't have the same confidence in Polanco. And I certainly don't have the same confidence in Devin Williams.
Well, no.
Who, that's a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
Danny on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Danny?
Oh, what a day, guys. A couple of random thoughts before I get to my Mets. I'm not going. If you remember the ill-fated In the Wild segment, I actually met Michael Jackson in 1993, and those 10 seconds stayed seared in my brain where I don't need to see the movie. But I would like to make a movie called If Bubbles Could Talk. I think that would be a hit. Now, I would like to thank Peter Rosenberg, who last week when they were discussing the tomorrow's party, guaranteed a Knicks win in Game 3. And he said it so confidently, I said, you know what? I'm going to bet the Knicks.
Game 4,
Thank you, Peter. That paid off handsomely. I filled up the refrigerator with delicious food, and that was a good bet.
Enjoy yourself.
Quick shout-out to Don, Ramapo Baseball, 26-10.
Whoa.
Best record in quite a while. Don visits the campus.
And
I
now
don't
they're
think
hot.
that's a coincidence.
You're Mr. Grimace.
He's the guy. You're Hawk Tua.
And as far as baseball is concerned, I'm listening to you talking about your son, Don, and I'm practically crying because my guy's finishing his last year. The playoffs start this week. And think about being so involved. Your kid, this is what he's done since he's 7 years old. And when I was talking to him on the phone the other day, he's very excited for the playoffs. But there's the acknowledgement that this could be the last weekend. And that you do something your entire life. And at 22, you may never do it again. As far as the Mets are concerned, guys, turn it off. I watched it for 2.5 hours yesterday on a late Sunday afternoon. It was raining out. Nothing better to do. I actually switched over to ESPN 8 and was watching Omega Ball. If you need to know that, that's a circle soccer field with 3 goals and 3 separate teams all playing at once. Why, I don't know, but it kept my attention longer than the Mets. So, like, if you're in a bad movie, you walk out. If you're 3 episodes into a bad miniseries, you turn it off. Turn on your app, watch the Dodgers, watch the Reds, watch anything if it's giving you pleasure. We're short time on this earth. I will keep an eye on the scores. They are not worthy of my time at this point. That doesn't make me a fraud, does it, Don?
No, I don't think so, because it's not like, I'm going to go and root for another team. It's still your team, but baseball is an investment. It's every day. It's one thing like, hey, the Jets don't give Allen anything. But, all right, once a week he can sit down and watch the Jets. But the Mets, it's every day. And to see that not score and not be entertaining and just drive you crazy. I can't kill someone. What are you supposed to do there? So take 3 hours of your life every single day and just sit there and watch the same thing over and over again. I can't kill you for shutting it off. Like you say, you know what the score is. You're following it on your phone or whatever. But to sit there, you can't. There's just too much else to do, especially when you get to the stages of our lives where, what am I going to punish Marco to sit there and watch baseball or say, hey, let's go outside?
Well,
let's throw the ball.
It puts you in a bad mood. You're depressed.
No,
why would you want to
that's
watch
why I'm
something
beyond
like
depressed. You're just numb now. It's just such a,
yeah, but that's the only way things get fixed and change.
Well,
is when the fans become apathetic.
Well, people are going to be they're going to stop going to the games. If it ends up being that kind of a season, because it's one thing to be bad. Everybody knows you're going to be bad. You're in a rebuild. I do think there's a level of tolerance hey, better things are coming. But when you're expected to do well.
And now you're bad. And by the way, you're not just bad. You're not producing anything. Yeah. No fun to watch. Your best hitters aren't hitting. Well, what are you there for?
No, it's awful.
Mr. Met.
Hate watch.
You're there for Mr.
I'm good on Mr. Met.
And the dancers on top of the dugout. That's awesome.
Great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dave in Smithtown, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Hold on a sec, sorry. Sorry. The Stanley Cup playoffs. Now, I'm a Ranger fan, so I'm enjoying it. It's good to watch it stress-free sometimes.
I hear you. Sure.
But I have a question, a couple things. The Eastern Conference, I think Tampa Montreal's going the full distance. I'm hoping Buffalo goes in a run and get a Buffalo-Carolina Eastern Final. I picked Carolina and Colorado when the playoffs started. Mm-hmm. But as far as the West goes, and I know that a lot of games are on latest and they're tougher to watch, but what do you think about Dallas, Minnesota? To me, that's becoming a real interesting series.
Well, it's two of the best teams in the league. That's why, Dave, I hate this format, because Minnesota and Dallas are top 5 teams in the NHL, and one of them is going to be showing the door.
Mm-hmm.
But, Minnesota got that overtime goal on Saturday, and they tied the series up at 2.
We call it
war.
We call it Quinnesota around here.
Well, I got to tell you, as a defenseman, it's hard to do this, but he's every bit as good as Makar. Like, he can fly. Your eyes are drawn to him when he plays, and that's hard to do as a defenseman.
Puck finds energy.
But he's the best Hughes. I mean, as good as Jack is, and of course Jack with the golden goal, the guy that to me, because of the position that he plays, Quinn's the guy. And you salivate as a Devil fan. I think that maybe someday all 3 of them are going to play together.
That's their plan, right?
But that seems to be the Hughes' plan. We'll see if it works out. Well, that's why a lot of Devil fans are rooting for Dallas, because they figure if Minnesota gets an early exit, he won't have the appetite to stay. But if they make a run, maybe Guerin will convince him, hey, this is a place where we got a real chance
if he likes it there,
to win.
They have a chance to win.
But it always felt like they were all going to play together. And the only way they can all play together is if he comes to New Jersey.
Right.
So we'll see. But he is a great player. Kaprizov's a great player. But Dallas, can Ottinger carry a team to the Cup? But that's something. And it's also a shame that the winner of this series is going to play Colorado. right? And now all these great teams are out before you get to the conference final, and because the Pacific is so bad, there's a chance that a team's not half as good.
That's the series.
Those three are going to get to go to the conference final.
Right. That's the problem with the playoff system the way it is.
Because listen, I
gives
like
you
John
great first
Tortorella,
round matchups, but
you're not. You're getting rid of really good teams, and now the Pacific, which isn't very good. Listen, I think Vegas has a history of being good, and I think John Tortorella is getting the most out of them. They're not a great team. Edmonton's not a great team. You saw how L.A. was easily dispatched. The Ducks are giving Edmonton all they can handle. I don't think the Ducks are a great team. They're all going to be a sacrificial lamb for whoever comes out of the Central Division, which kind of stinks. But, hey, Gary is married to this format, and it's not going to change anytime soon until he departs, and then maybe Bill Daly will revisit it. 1-800-919-3776. Tons of phone calls to get to. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg until 7 here on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Rebound. Towns, and the putback is good. It's a Towns takeover here in the third quarter.
The Hawks.
Kicks it to Anunoby. Far corner three. Got it. It's the 10th assist for Karl Anthony Towns and his first career playoff triple-double.
The NBA playoffs.
And the New York Knicks have evened this first-round series with Atlanta 2 games apiece.
Game 5 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 1050 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for the Yankees' annual Star Wars Day. Enjoy special appearances by some of your favorite Star Wars characters, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a max-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Get your tickets now for Saturday, May 2nd, Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium. For tickets, visit yankees.com/tickets. And may the Force be with you.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid Preferred all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR for 60 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details.
VIN TN155263. MSRP $37,455. Zero security deposit.
APR $17.48 per month for $1,000 financed, and it's $430.26.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including New York Presbyterian, NYC Department of Corrections, Boost Mobile, and the Parisman Firm on ESPN New York.
All right, let's go through these phone calls at 1-800-919-3776. Tomorrow we're at Stout.
Let this play.
On 35th, right by the Garden for Game 5. So please, swing by. We're going to be there from 3 to 7.
Just come hang out.
Even if you're not going to the game, come by, hang out with us.
Stout anyway. You love Stout. The new Stout's gorgeous. Come hang out with us there.
Yeah, please. It'll be
Peter won all this money betting on the Knicks. He's going to buy everybody drinks.
You know what? I do like this song.
That old hotel.
I do like this song.
It's a beautiful song.
Bad. You made it seem like it was
This is on I made a playlist for Stephanie a while ago.
Aw.
You know, like the old mixtape days, but I made her a playlist.
Yeah,
this is on it.
Yeah.
Because this is relevant for us.
I used to really like the song, actually.
It's very relevant. It's an older song.
The chorus is always in my head. Here we go. Hold on.
This is the time to remember, because it will. Come on, this is special.
And he's right. He's telling truth, by the way.
You know what I mean?
But so when I sing the chorus, I always think it sounds really cheesy.
Yeah.
But I forgot about sort of the verses. It's nice.
The words, though.
Yeah. And the
you
words.
got to go with the lyrics hit.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
If you've been married for a while, a song like this hits.
Or not married for a while. You're just old, little baby. This is it, baby.
Or you're just realizing that those days when it's just the two of you, when you can escape and get away. Right. By the way, I definitely have lost something on my fastball.
Wow.
All right, last week.
What happened?
Coming home late. I stayed in the city. I was gone for a couple of days. Coming home after the game, I text Stephanie.
Yeah.
The you up. Right? Yeah. I'm hungry. Didn't eat all day. Starving. Wanted to run to Wendy's or something like that.
Grab herself a little snack.
Gave her a you up.
Nothing.
She was like, I'm actually already in bed. I go, all right. I'll be home in 10 minutes. Meet me at the top of the driveway. We're going to sneak out. Just me and you. Right?
Now, this is the kind of adventure I can get into.
So I'm thinking, she'll throw on some sweats. She'll be right there waiting at the gates, right?
The gates?
Not there.
Well, where do you live?
Not there. In Huntington. I live in Huntington. Well, that's the top of the driveway.
No, right by the security guard.
No. This top of the driveway. There's gates.
I have a top of the driveway.
You know what?
There's no gate, though, right, Don?
Get yourself some gates. It'll change your life.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
But no. So I'm expecting she'll be there.
Right.
I get there. It's not there.
Dead asleep.
Still in bed.
Yeah.
Did you go by yourself?
No.
Oh.
I had to sacrifice.
So you didn't even get Wendy's?
I punished myself.
Punish yourself.
Because I lost it. I don't have it. No mojo. Nothing.
So what'd you do for a snack?
Nothing.
Oh.
Went to bed hungry. I deserve it.
More than hungry.
Punish myself.
Another H2.
Right?
Well, Don, that story was an innocent story about food.
What are you talking about?
He's projecting sex onto you.
Put it this way. There was a time where it's like, meet me here. And I knew she'd be there.
Yeah, but when you're younger, she's in bed, man.
What do you mean? I said, let's sneak out. Let's just, come on. Come with me.
I know you're trying to hold on, man, but the 50s are the 50s, man. Damn. And if I called Nancy, say, meet me at the
game,
the bottom of the driveway.
Seriously, no game. Washed.
Good night.
Completely washed. No.
I could have waited out there until she took the kids to school.
I'm talking about not too long ago. I could have easily done that.
I know, but you know what?
Here. No. She's like, no, I'm already in bed.
You know, you got damn. You got something off your fastball. You could be like Pedro, make adjustments.
Wow.
All right, try to get him out another way.
Is that what you're telling me? I gotta change the game plan?
I'm just saying, don't keep throwing fastballs if they're not getting anything done.
Well, the fastball's working. It's the first time I
realize
I missed the zone.
Or, now you got to try to find something else. You got to adjust before.
Why can't I just lock in a
You're
little more?
You're the one that said you're losing something off your fastball.
Clearly.
All right. Well, now you got to come up with another out pitch.
This is upsetting.
You got to bring something new.
It rattled me for a couple of days. Then she went away for the weekend with Callie on hockey. So I'm like home just wondering what's wrong with me.
Oh man.
Like
listen, it happens.
Is this what it feels like?
I can't tell you, but I mean, we've seen it happen. I remember when Larry's shots just the back became a problem. All of a sudden, you're averaging 24 points a game, and now you're averaging 19 and a half points a game.
Yeah.
You're sitting out, you're in traction the night before games.
I got pulled 3 innings ago.
Yeah. Don's been out of the game for years.
I took a shower, and it was cold.
It was cold. It was a cold shower, and it was cold and alone.
Let's go to Andrew on Long Beach. You're on ESPN New York, or in Long Beach, or there on the beach.
He could be on the beach.
Well,
Beside
on
that
Long
old
Island.
hotel.
In
How
Long
you guys
Beach.
doing?
What's up?
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Always.
So really excited about that Game 4 win for the Knicks for a couple reasons. One, you have all this momentum going back to MSG. The Knicks do. You totally outclassed the Hawks in Game 4. And two, when it comes down to it, you proved you could really dominate the Hawks on their home court. Cat and OG were terrific, and I'm expecting a special Brunson game in Game 5 back at the Garden tomorrow. Let's go Knicks.
Yeah, I feel like
love
they
the tone.
stabilized things the way they won. But it's the Knicks. They always kind of mess with you a little bit. They're winning this series. But I'd be very surprised if they lost this series. I'd also be very surprised if they won the next 2 in blowout fashion. There'll be a tension convention at some point. Probably not tomorrow at the Garden. But in Game 6 in Atlanta, there will be a moment where you're like, oh, God, there's going to be a Game 7. But they'll find a way to win the game. Fair? Or do you think they're just going to cruise the next 2?
No, it's no cruise. See, it doesn't have to be cruise. It's always going to be excruciating because it's the Knicks. But it doesn't mean
Game 4 wasn't excruciating at all.
Oh, it doesn't mean, though, that you can't have a game like Game 2, but this time close it. You can't, they should have that game. Game 2, where it's going to be
game-winning
8 point, 12 point,
right, but
then close the deal instead of letting the team back in it. There's no reason why it's going to be tight. It's going to be excruciating. It's going to be anxious, but they should win these games, especially you're at home. Especially you're at home.
But a game-winning shot, to avoid a Game 7 on Thursday would be anxiety, right?
Of course.
John, by the way, I know you're not on Instagram much. What you don't realize is sometimes randomly gets sent something, and there's stuff related to sports that should really have you on Instagram because you can learn. That's the thing is you can learn about sports. It's not just.
Yeah, Don should hit the bag for sure.
Because I know Don.
There's a couple there.
Yeah.
Well, Don, I know you're into kickboxing, for example.
Yeah, but I wouldn't kick. That's more
not the
more
kickboxing
boxing.
I know.
I'd go boxing there.
But, hey, listen. Imagine how many times I would have said that word earlier, had you had.
Yeah.
It would have slipped a few more times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, you're referring to, I believe it was...
Don Hahn and Rosenberg live tomorrow at Stout NYC starting at 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. Brought to you by TickPick. Fans know the best memories start with the breast.
Fans know the best memories start with the breast.
Yeah, we could have kept that one in-house.
I liked it.
I know.
We spelled it out.
It doesn't matter. His mind was somewhere else.
We've got mere moments, but Jonathan in L.A., you're on ESPN.
Jonathan?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Congratulations, really quick, Peter, on the Shade 45 show. Dope, man. And, Peter, I got a question for you and for you guys, too. 2 questions. Peter, now that you watch Michael, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to skate my family in the afternoon. I'm going to go watch the movie, thinking that I'm going to go to the DMV. Hey, man, I got a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old, and it's just amazing. All right, man. But I want you to rank these movies, man. Straight Outta Compton, All Eyes on Me, Notorious, and now the Michael movie. And, guys, that was a good pick you did. Well, I think it came from Don on Friday. But what's up with the Hardwood and Ice Picks? We're right in the thick of things.
That's a good point. I think we got to be able to bring them back.
That is a great point. That's on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them back. So, can you rank those 3 movies? Or you didn't feel like you had any
I didn't see. I honestly, I've watched it on TV, but I've never truly watched All Eyes on Me the way one should. Like the trailers for me made me feel like this isn't the Tupac movie. They're not ready for this yet. Notorious was fine. No, Michael's the best of the ones you mentioned. Now, Straight Outta Compton was good, did really well, but I thought it was hokier to me.
Okay.
I thought Michael really nailed what it's supposed to be. It's a performance movie, and I would put that above those. I think it's somewhere probably below Walk the Line and Ray, and above everything else that you just mentioned.
Jay Gassman is next. So Richard, Jay, Javier, hang in there. He'll take your phone calls coming up next. We're going to be at Stout tomorrow at 3 o'clock, leading into Game 5 of Knicks and Hawks right here on ESPN New York.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you